ages to come on, but we are about to get going, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKRsport, the final rugby league game of the weekend, and this is the most interesting one of the weekend. This is the most difficult one to more than likely predict because, both these teams can be a little bit of a live wire. Both these teams aren't exactly the most guaranteed in regards to consistency, especially with the Warriors. But today, guys, the Cronulla Sharks will be taking on the New Zealand Warriors, and this is the biggest game of the season so far for these two teams. The Sharks, if they were to lose this game, would drop out of the 8 because the Knights obviously do have that bye. The Titans even would actually jump above the Sharks if the Sharks were to lose by more than 4 points. The Warriors, on the other hand, I'm pretty certain this is it. For them. Yes, there's still... I guess if the Sharks win this, there'll be 2 wins out of it from the Warriors. But realistically, this is it for the Warriors. They need to start winning games. They're still outside the 8. They're still struggling right now. Their for and against isn't great. And they really need to start improving their for and against and start improving their wins. So this is pretty much it for the Warriors, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we go forward from here. But today, guys, obviously the Sharkies come into this one after their loss against the Broncos last week, the joint last place team at the time. Obviously the Broncos are second last now, which is pretty much exactly where they were anyway. But the point of the matter is that the Broncos have looked to avoid the spoon from that if the Bulldogs can't seem to manage to win 2 more games for the rest of the season. So that was a good win for the Broncos, but the Sharkies, obviously, not a great performance. They were okay. They were pretty decent, but in the same sense, the Broncos were just up to play that day. That broke a game record of 4 winning streak for the Sharks, and now they come into this really desperately needing this win to bounce back up and start to get a bit more consistency going about getting into that top 8. We are about 7 or 8 rounds away here from the round 25, 26. What is it? Round 25 is the final round, so... yeah, we're only about 8 games away now. It's going to be interesting to see how this end of season goes, especially with such a lump around that top 8 right now. AFL is very similar. Both the top 8s this year are just ridiculous. Like the Dragons, they're on 16 points with the, but they obviously get the bye as well. Sharks, they're on 14 points, but like I said, if they lose this game, the Knights are already above them. The Knights are already above them based on the bye. If the Sharks were to win, they would go back above the Knights. The Cowboys, they're going to drop below because they lost. The Titans will go above them, but the Titans will also go above the Sharks because they've got the bye, and the points differential is not great for the Sharkies. But guys, let me know in the chat who you are thinking is going to win this game. The Warriors, they're down there in 12th. They lose this one, they would have to lose significantly, like by over 35 points to be going below the Raiders into that bottom 4, which, by the way, guys, just want to throw that out there. I did actually tip the Warriors with the bottom 4, and people called me crazy at the beginning of the year. But let me know in the chat who you are thinking is going to win this game, and I'm going to take the Sharkies here. I'm going to take them in a close one. I'm going to take the Sharks to win 24-22. I think this will be a high-scoring game. Between these two teams that like to attack and don't really have a great deal of defense. But the Warriors aren't exactly... actually, you know what? The Warriors have changed. They're actually probably a better defense than they are attack nowadays. They probably have a bit of a better defense than they have a better attack, so it might be interesting. But I'll go 24-22 to the Sharks. Could even be 23-22. I think the Sharks will be able to sneak it. The only problem is that, I say this every week, the Warriors are a team that they will have one good half and one horrific half. So if they have a good half in the first half, they will lose the game. If they have a bad half in the first half, they will win the game. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much their bad half is. It depends on how bad their bad half is because they are a one-half kind of team. Look at last week, for example. They led by 12 points with literally 10 minutes to go, and the Dragons were able to score 3 unconverted tries to tie that game up and send it into extra time, and they lost by one point. So, yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to see if the Warriors can hold it out, if they can come back. I just don't know. If they're down big at halftime, they'll come back. If they're up big at halftime, they'll lose it, and the Sharks will come home strong. Sports is 26-18 to the Sharks. Melmo says Bulldogs will have the fastest backline in the league next year. Bulldogs are shithouse. Nick Go the Dragon says I am tipping the Warriors. Zach Marino says Warriors 28-20. Obi Toby says Warriors win by 10. Getting around the 10 points. Geez, that's a significant one there. As Sports says up the Sharks 26-16. Dasmate says Sharks 1-12. Obi Toby says thoughts on Payne Haas. You want to know my thoughts on Payne Haas? You will see a video on BKR Clips tomorrow at 5 p.m. on Payne Haas. So go and subscribe to BKR Clips, the second channel over there. The pinned comment in the chat. Subscribe to BKR Clips because we will have a clip of my discussion about Payne Haas coming out tomorrow. Preston Hadfield says, what's in the top corner? The top corner are people who donate. So there's 5 most recent donations. That's their names that'll come through there. So if you donate, your name will come up there. And yeah, that's just to obviously give back to people who do also help out the channel. The Warriors are coming out here for the game. They are coming out onto the field. Let's hit that thumbs up button. We're on 18 likes right now. Let's get 2 more likes to hit 20. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. Melmo says, now time for Brandon Smith, Pangai, and Finnegan. No, Pangai and Finucane, you shouldn't be worrying about buddy back rowers, man. Like, what are you doing? Why are dog stands caring about back rowers? You don't, like, Dufty comes in, which might be a good stuff, but didn't you say yourself last night he's 50-50 in shithouse and good, and now you're probably going to say he's great. Warriors team of the day, Walsh is number 1 with Wateni Zelezniak and Tuivasa-Sheck as the wingers. They've got Berry and Montoya in the centres, Nikorima and O'Sullivan as the halves, with Fanua Blake and Lodge as the front row forwards there. Wade Egan is the number 9 with Katoa, Siren and Tavanga as the back row there. Like, no, no, Brandon Smith, he's not, I don't even believe he's an 80-minute hooker, to be honest with you. Thank you very much to Zach Marino for donating $2. See, there you go, his name goes to the top right there, and he says, let's go the Warriors. He's getting around the Warriors. Thank you very much for that donation, my good sir. Daniel Bates says that 10,000 to now was rapid, Blaze. Yeah, we're literally like 4 subscribers away from 11K, guys. We're literally 4 subscribers away from 11,000. Sharks team today, William Kennedy, number 1, with Katoa and Mulatalo as the wingers, Tracy and Ramian as the centres, with Trindle and Johnson as the halves, Tolman and Woods as the front row forwards there, with Brayley, number 9, Talakai, Wilson, and Rudolph will round out the team there on the back row, with Nikora, Williams, Hamlin-Ueli, and Hiroti as the back row there. Claire Gray Sinclair says, come on the Warriors, but the Panthers are the best. Panthers are pretty good, but you've got to remember the Storm are top of the table right now. The Storm are top of the table, so it's all well and good. Come on, guys, 2 likes away from 20. Let's do it before the game starts. Boom, boom. Just simple. Boom, boom. Wildcard says, I'm surprised Brisbane let Matt Lodge go. I'm not. I don't think he's that great. I think he's okay, but I don't think he's unbelievable. I think he's fine. I think you'll take him as the Warriors, but I don't think he's fantastic, to be completely honest with you. Zach Marino says, everyone's sub right now. Exactly right. As Sports is Blaze still using the KFC ad for the try. Sick, he's sponsored by them. Get around KFC. Melmo says, Tolman and Woods worst prop pairing in the comp. It's really odd. Obviously, they were successful in the past. You know, they have had a successful past, but yeah, it is a really strange kind of front row pairing there. But left-hand side here, the Bulldogs will have the ball here 20 metres out from their own line, and Lodge has been slammed. Lodge has been absolutely slammed. Michael says, Matt Lodge rejected to some of the Eels. I don't even know why the Eels would even consider him. They have a pretty good prop, pretty good couple of props there. Thank you much, Emma Turner, for subscribing. Appreciate you. So third tackle now for the Warriors. They're coming out of their own 30-metre line here. Zempire says, why does everyone hype up Lodge? Like, I'm not even bothered to be left. I wouldn't be either. I don't understand why people rate him as greatly as they do. But Warriors here will get this ball down the left-hand side. Where's this game being played at? Is this Cogra? No, where is this? Is this Cogra? Is this being played at Cogra right now? As Sports is Matt Lodge, decent front row, Warriors need it. I don't think so, though. I think I had him in the preseason player rankings of, like, do the job. Like, I don't think he's that great. I think he's do the job at best. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's great, is what I'm saying there. Chase Harris says, go the Warriors. Dasman says, Lodge didn't do much for the Broncos. Yeah, he didn't really. So Sharks here will be getting past the halfway points, 4 tackle. Yeah, did say Cogra. Thank you. So 4 tackle here, a minute gone here, and right-hand side of the Sharkies will go. Now they're going to 40 metres out, and Toby Rudolph hasn't had as big of a season as you'd imagine, but that was a very good run just then. I just also don't rate Lodge. Buddy, you literally just said Matt Lodge, decent front row, Warriors need it. What do you mean you don't rate Lodge? You just said he was a decent front row, the Warriors need it. Just because I disagree with it doesn't mean you have to change what you're saying. You said like 2 seconds ago that Matt Lodge is a decent front row Warriors need it. I disagree. I don't think so. I think the Warriors are fine, but I just think their backline's the one that's the most the one that needs the most sorting. Because I actually don't mind the Warriors 4-pack. They're not the greatest, but in the same sense, I don't necessarily mind them. But I just think that their back row is really lackluster. They're not their back row. Their backline is very lackluster. Claire Gracingler says, surprise RTS move to winger. Well, it's not really a surprise. They've been kind of doing this a lot this season where they've been mixing it around. Chase Harris says, no Townsend tonight. Townsend hasn't played... Oh, well, yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, no Townsend for the Warriors. I guess after that choke last week was kind of his fault. But Warriors here, left-hand side here. Warriors here, left-hand side here. Chance here. Tuivasa-Sheck taking it down 30 metres out here from the line. Antonio Raphael says, what do you think about Origin being at Seabus? I think this is horse shit that I can't get home right now. That's my thoughts, Antonio. That's my thoughts. I think it's horseshit. Knock on for the Sharkies. Knock on for the Sharkies. And the Warriors will get the ball here 15 metres out. Now, this game is really, really important to everyone right now. Literally everyone fighting for that 8. And I'm talking Titans, I'm talking Knights, I'm talking Warriors, I'm talking Sharks, I'm talking Dragons, Raiders. If I haven't said your name yet, well, then you're in a situation because there's a problem. I guess Dragons. Okay. Cowboys, I guess. Don't even talk to me, Tigers. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me, Tigers. Holy shit. But yeah, this game is massive impact for everybody. So it's going to be interesting. A lot of teams are relying on this result. I guess for the Titans, I guess I want the Warriors to win because I don't think they make the 8. But the Warriors are going to step inside here. Not Reece Harris. Oh, that's going to be a knock on. That's a bad play the ball. Reece Walsh, sorry. It was Reece Walsh. Second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 5 metres out. Thank you very much to Daniel Salesa for the $3 dono. The legend. He's back, and the fist bump is coming back. Boom. Right there. Second tackle here for the Warriors. 10 metres out. Here they go. Here they go. And as you can see, his name goes right to the top there again. Love your work, mate. So third tackle now. 3.5 minutes gone. Warriors 5 metres out. Spread it back out here to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it off to Lodge. And Lodge taken down here 5 metres out here from the line. 5 metres out here from the line. Here come the Warriors. 5 metres out. Chance here for the Warriors. Sullivan gets it off to Tuivasa-Sheck. Tuivasa-Sheck steps on the inside. It's 4 tackle. They're 5 metres out. He gets it off to Lodge. Lodge here to NRL. Slips down, but still going to be Warriors here with the ball. 10 metres out. It's still going here. And he gets the offload away again. It's going to be Sullivan again. Sullivan taking down 5 metres short here for the line. And now the Warriors will be 5 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side. It's going to be Nikorima. Nikorima kicks it through. And not a great kick, but the Sharkies will... Oh, that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty there against the Warriors. He tackled him without the ball there. That's got to be a penalty, and it will be a penalty to the Warriors. I put it to the Sharks. I was going to say, it's ridiculous. Jojo Rabbit says, Warriors been after Lodge since last year. I don't get it, really. I just don't understand why he's such a sought-after front rower in regards to the Warriors, because I don't think any other team really is. That was definitely played that, so it would have been 6 again, but Nikorima is absolutely tackling him without the ball there. Like, absolutely tackling him without the ball. Alrighty. As Empire said, that's if McGregor can play. We won't talk about the McGregor fight right now, because... obviously, that was a very disappointing ending. Ethan's on here says, I'm still mad at Sam Walker from yesterday. Oh, well, you got to move on, butter. You got to move on. Like, I was angry at the time, but in the same sense, like, you got to move on. Like, that's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Mikkel says, what do you think of the Dufty signing with the Dogs? I think it's a decent signing for them in the sense of second tackle here for all these Sharkies and Talakai with a great run inside the attack and 43rd tackle. I think it's a good start for them. You know, every single stream I complain and say, stop thinking about back rowers, stop thinking about backline players, stop thinking about front rows and just forwards. Start thinking about spine. And the fullback is obviously part of the spine. 1 second, 4 tackle over the Sharkies. Kennedy taken down inside the attack and 20. 5th tackle now. What can the Sharks do? What can the Sharks do here? Right-hand side they go through Brayley. Brayley gets it off. It's going to be Trindle. And it's going to be up a go from Sean Johnson. And not a great kick. Not a great kick. And he'll go down 1 metre out from his own line. I think with the Dogs, it is a good start. They're finding a way to get a fullback who is quite decent. However, there's a reason why no one else wanted Dufty. I think Dufty's good, but I also think he can be shit, as we spoke about yesterday. I also think that he could be pretty average in the same sense. However, he also has that big game ability. Now, Dufty isn't really a fullback I see doing well at the Dogs, but then again, they have to prove it to me because I don't see anyone doing well at the Dogs right now. You could take Adam Reynolds and put him at the Dogs and they might still struggle, you know? But at least they're putting in the processes to change their team in regards to the spine because they still have no real hooker. Burton's not going to solve their halves problems. Their halves are absolutely woeful right now. And now if they've finally got at least a specialised fullback who is at least quality enough that people talk about him, is what I'd say. So look, I don't mind the sign for the Dogs. I think it's a good start. Long way to go there for the Dogs still. So 33.5 minutes to go here of the first half, guys, and it is still a 0-0 here. We're on 25 likes. They're 5 likes away from 30. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button right now. Let's do it. Bingo. Ali Ahmed says, Nico Hines, great signing for the Sharkies. Yes and no. He's not going to play fullback, so he'll probably be playing in the halves, and I think that he's also a system fullback, because if you notice, every fullback at the Storm is always pretty good. And every player that plays for the Storm and goes elsewhere always falls apart. So I would definitely want to see him in his first couple of games with the Sharks before I make a judgment call on that being a good signing. Obviously, says the Duff Man's a bargain at the moment. Kind of. Yes and no. Oh, Tolman, how did he not drop that ball? And Aaron Woods will have the ball here 45 metres out from his own line. Evan's not here, says, who'd you tip for this game? Sharkies. I've gone the Sharkies, but I'm not convinced at all after last week's performance. I'm not convinced at all. So Aaron Woods here. Oh, slammed at the halfway point. Slammed at the halfway point. I got called an idiot yesterday because I said the Sharks weren't going to win 13 plus, or they didn't. There's no guarantee they win 13 plus. I said you got to give a bit of respect to the Warriors who are desperate for a win here. And but I can't remember who it was, but they'll call me an idiot for saying, "Oh yeah, you watch, you wait, idiots." Cool, bro. Good luck. Sharks win by 13 plus. It'll be a good result. I'm not wiping it out. I'm just saying that you got to give a bit of respect to the Warriors who need this win desperately right now. And also, the Sharks lost the Broncos. And then we had somebody as well saying the Sharkies needed that loss to the Broncos. Like, holy shit. That is the dumbest comment in the history of ever. If you think that losing to the second worst team in the competition, who are currently the current wooden spooners, is a good loss at any factor. Like, it's just stupid. 6 more, set, restart. Malmo, this one's for you, champion. So, 8 minutes gone here. If you ever think that your team needs a loss, your blood is stupid. I'm sorry, but we needed that loss. It's just not a good thing. It's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. So third tackle here for the Warriors are at the halfway point. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty for going past the horizontal. Absolutely. Empire says, I like how he called you an idiot when you predicted the Knights, Eagles, and Broncos, Sharks, Smokies. I did, yeah. I did. I did say the Broncos were a Smoky, and I did say that the Knights against the Eagles was a Smoky, but you're not too wrong there. You're not too wrong there. But here we go. So the Warriors will get the penalty here inside their own half, and they're going to boot this one down into the corner. Ali Ahmed, man, I don't know why every single comment from you was pretty much about another sport, bro. Keep it rugby league related, please. That's why I'm not really responding unless you do throw out a rugby league question. Like this one. Remember the Panthers fan crying over a loss to the Tigers. Yeah, I know. It happens, man. It happens. But guys, come on, we're 3 subscribers away from 11,000. It's awesome to see. Appreciate you. Go and hit that big old red button. But 9 minutes gone in, the Warriors will get this penalty down to about the 20-metre line, about 25 metres out. As Sports that lost the Broncos is horseshit. Absolutely. So 31 minutes left here. Wade Egan passes this ball to Sullivan. Sullivan here gets it off to the big fella, Adam Fanua Blake. Hasn't had the greatest of seasons. But he's been injured or he's been out for quite a lot of them. First tackle here now. Nicarima, left-hand side. It's going to be Reece Walsh, and he's taken down here at the 8-metre or so out. Right-hand side here. Preston Hadfield said, I don't get the hype of Reece Walsh. I don't get how you don't get it. Reece Walsh has been really good to start off his career. Defensively, a bit lackluster. Attacking-wise, unbelievable. Third tackle now for the Warriors. Right-hand side. O'Sullivan. Sullivan here. Gets it off, and that's going to be taken down 3 metres short here for the line for the Warriors. They're 4 tackle now. Back into the centre. Sullivan gets it off to the big man, Tavita. Jazz Tavita. And it's going to be 5th tackle now, 5 metres out. Evans on here says, how do you think the Panthers will go without clearing Luai? As they normally go without clearing Luai. 5th tackle, they kick it through, and I think that's going to be touched with the Warriors. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart here. I don't really know why they did that. They would have got a dropout, but it will be now a 20-metre restart for the Sharks. They're all offside here. They're all offside. That should be a penalty there for the Sharks, but they're not going to call it, and it's going to be Jesse Raymond who gets the ball out past the 30. I don't really know. So obviously that ball from, it does get touched before it goes over the line. Yeah, that's a bad play there by the Warriors. Bad play. Max Watson says, how do the Sharks and Warriors have an odd number of points? Sharks 15, Warriors 13. Do they draw or something? No, they're currently drawing. So you're looking at the live ladder. So right now they are currently drawing. But that's obviously based after 11 minutes of gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be technically the live ladder. So third tackle here for the Sharks. They're 45 metres out here from the attacking line. It's going to be 4th tackle now for Aaron Woods. No team has drawn this season, I don't think. That was a knock on there from Woods, and it will be a knock on, yeah. It will be a knock on there from Woods. It will be a knock on there from Woods. Eva's not here. I already asked that question, brother. They usually don't do well without their 2 best players, and you wouldn't be surprised for them not to do it. Mickle says, what do you think of Josh Hannay's coaching the Sharks as interim coach? I think it's shithouse. I don't think that he's done well. I think he was terrible at the beginning of the year. I think that if they had John Morris, they would be firmly implanted in the top 8 right now. They probably would be on about, I don't know, I would have said probably 18 points. I reckon they could have been around where the Roosters are right now in 20 points, but they're not going to be a good competitive team, but they would have been more firmly implanted in the 8. I think that Josh Hannay has done okay, but in the same sense, those 4 games came against no hope of competition. You know what I'm saying? Like those 4 games in a row came against competition that had excuses, a lot of excuses. Those teams, you know, the only real solid win for me was against the Titans, and that's because the Titans' defense is so bad, but that's still their team, right? So the Titans was the best result for. That's a knock on from the Warriors. How's that a penalty there against Rudolph? So it's going to be a penalty here, the Warriors. I think the only good result out of those ones was the Titans. The Panthers game, they had nobody in. You know, 8 of their players were out, and they still nearly lost the game. And the other one was against, I think, the Bulldogs or Dragons, which was a shithouse game. And Cowboys or something. I don't know. It was just terrible. So, yeah, I do really look. I looked at those games and I said, let's relax on the old Sharkies bandwagon. Let's relax because they haven't exactly played anybody yet. In this game, obviously, they should be beating the Warriors. But the fact of the matter is that they are struggling right now because this Warriors team is desperate for a win just as much as they are. Malcolm says, Warriors better than the Titans. What you reckon? Let's go have a look at the table and let's answer that question, Malcolm. Claire Gray Sinclair says, Panthers, I think, hate Origin because Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai. Yeah, well, welcome to the party, Panthers. You know, the Broncos had that for decades. Roosters have that every single year. You know, that's not a new thing for the Panthers. Second tackle here for the Warriors. And Panthers fans crying about that like, gee whiz. Like, man, you're not the only team to ever have the players out because of Origin, and Broncos used to have like 9 of their players out. Third tackle here for the Warriors when they were good. Warriors chance 2 metres short here. 2 metres short here for the Warriors. 2 meters short here for the Warriors. And they're going to go back to the left-hand side here. They get it out to Sullivan. Sullivan kicks it through on 4 tackle. And that's going to be a good kick. And Katoa this time will throw that ball over the sideline. So it will be a dropout here for the Warriors. It's going to be a penalty to the Sharks. Must be offside, maybe? I think offside. Nick Rayman must have been offside there. So it will be a penalty here for the Sharkies from 10 metres out from their own line. Ali Ahmed says, if you got selected for Origin, if you have to play or you can refuse it, you don't want to. What? What's the question? That's a good kick there. If I got selected for Origin, if you have to play or you can refuse, you can refuse if you don't want to. If you don't want to play Origin, you don't have to play, I don't think, because you're not contracted to Origin. You're not contracted. But you want to play Origin. If you're saying no, then you're an idiot. But you wouldn't have to if you don't want to. So second tackle here for the Sharkies. They're 30 metres out, left-hand side here. I don't believe so anyway. Tolman here, unless it's in their contract that if you get selected that you have to play for him. The third tackle here for the Sharks. They're now 23 metres out here from the line. Brayley with the ball. Right-hand side they go. But if you said no to Origin, that'd be the dumbest thing I'd possibly have ever seen. So now fourth tackle here, 10 metres out. 4 tackles here, 10 metres out here. 26 minutes to go here the first half. Right-hand side, they are going to go. O'Sullivan gets it back. Sharkies, Kennedy at the 10-metre line. They go back to Ramian. Ramian here with the offload. He gets it off left-hand side here, and it's going to be, there's 3-on-3, but nothing really going on here, and the Sharks will get taken down at 15 metres. Obviously says meat pie or sausage roll. Meat pie, mate. You've got to get around the meat pie, baby. You've got to get around the meat pie. But left-hand side here, and, oh, jeez, Reece Walsh will let that one go out for a drop, for a 7-tackle set, but it was very close. It was very, very close. Thomas Talk Sports says, what is your tip minus 2014 to the Sharks? I've gone 24-22 to the Sharks. I've gone 24-22, but in the same sense, hasn't been a great deal of try scoring this game so far. It's been, obviously, 0-0. It's still tying at 0 apiece. Desmond says, don't you put like what state you play for in your contract? I would assume so, but I don't necessarily... I'm not going to respond to that one, but I understand. I don't necessarily believe that you... Thank you, Xavier Brownie, for subscribing. I don't really necessarily... You have to play for him. Yes, you'd probably say where you're from and where you would be playing, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's contractually or not, but you'd be stupid, so you're never going to see that happen. Left-hand side of the Warriors, 2 of us a check here for 25 metres out. As his sports says, Origin is where the selection pick you. Yeah, I get that, but what he's asking is if you are forced to play for Origin if you are selected. So Warriors here with the ball, 5 metres out, 4 tackle here. Both teams are getting plenty of attacking opportunity right now in the opposition 20, mostly Warriors, but Sharks too just had a moment just before, and Sullivan's going to get taken down here 2 metres short of the line. Fifth tackle. JDM says, feel bad for Connor. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 10 metres out, and up it goes there from Nicarima, and that's going to be caught there. Warriors still with the ball here. They're 10 metres out here. What's this? What is this? What are they doing? They get the offload back here. Warriors now at the 10 metre. That's going to hit the post. And that's going to be another dropout. No, it's going to be a try for the Warriors. It's going to be a try. Reece Walsh comes through there, and he does. The old buddy is, and that is going to be, my friends, a TRY two-right time for the New Zealand Warriors. TRY try with the bunny ears. I think that's bunny ears. Hopefully that's bunny ears. I don't know. But Reece Walsh there just follows it through. It looked like it was going to hit the post. And the Sharks have been really dodgy in regards to their kick defence here today. Their kick defence has been really dodgy, and that's going to be kicked through. It bounces really oddly, but Katoa is the one who's back there. Where's Kennedy is my question. Where is William Kennedy? He's the fullback. He's the one who should be back there protecting this line, but he was out in the wing just then. I'm not too sure why Katoa... Is Katoa playing fullback today? Why is Katoa the one having to protect this back line so much? Why? Obviously, it's come on the bomb. I haven't been able to do the GIF yet, but the bomb will be coming for all members as of probably tomorrow. Bomb and also the shoey will be a GIF for people who are members as of tomorrow. Crazy New Zealand says, congrats 11k. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. We're not actually there technically. Well, we are probably there, but this is just public subscribers. But we're 2 public subscribers away from 11k. But obviously, yeah, it probably says 11k down there. Thank you very much for subscribing, guys. Malcolm says, drop that feedy bomb on the Shark. The feedy bomb is not happening in this game, butter. There's no feedy bomb happening here, butter. There's no feedy bomb happening here, butter. There's no feedy bomb happening here. Sport Action says, William Kennedy went out to the wing when they went out wide. Yeah, I'm not too sure why he was necessarily... He was like literally on the wing, though. He wasn't out as a fullback role at the wing. He was on the wing. You know, so that's going to be converted there, and it will be a 6-0 here to the Warriors with 22 minutes to go here of the first half. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. What are we on? We are on 32 likes right now. Let's get 8 more likes to hit 40. Boom, 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 boom. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Daniel Basis, that was a crazy thing. Darren Britt didn't rep his state, but played quite a few times with the Kangaroos. Yeah, but that's a bit different. That's obviously back in the day. I don't know what it'd be like nowadays is the question. I don't know what it'd be like nowadays is the big old question there. Malcolm says, Warriors, of course, will win. Well, it's no of course here, mate. They're up by 12 points with 10 minutes to go and gave up 3 tries and then lost in extra time last week. I don't know about buddy Warriors, of course, will win. Ali Ahmed says, different season, different stream, but everyone who paid for UFC 264 would want a refund. Yeah, kind of. Troy Harris says, let's go the Warriors, unless you watch Tuivasa. Troy Harris says, let's go Warriors. My team New Zealand represent. Getting around the Warriors. Luke says, Warriors in the top 3. Warriors are dog shit, brother. What are you talking about Warriors in the top 3? They're not even in the 8. And they're still like 12th place. They don't play. Like Warriors fans, I'm going to big you guys up, but if you guys are going to start talking bloody nonsense about top 3 and that you're guaranteed to win here, like I'm sorry, but like I'm going to say what your team is. Like your team's currently sitting in what? 12th place. They lost this game. There's a potential they could be in bottom 4. Like please, brother, please don't be giving this top 3 bullshit. So 4 tackled here. 4 tackled here with the Warriors, and now 40 minutes out here from their own line. Luke says top 3 worst teams. Okay, well now I'm moving. So 5th tackle here for the Warriors at 40 metres out. 40 metres out here from the line. Left-hand side, they're going to go. 21.5 minutes to go here. The first half up it goes, and the Sharkies should get this one from 10 metres out. And, good take there. A lot of pressure. And Katoa, again, having to be the one clean up at the back. Ali Ahmed says, which year did the Warriors make the grand final? 2011. It was 2011 when they last made the grand final, and they lost to the Manly Seagulls in that one. Not a greatest of grand finals, that. Not the greatest. Lord Zachary says, I think all NRL teams will have to play in Queensland because the chairman is having a meeting. Yeah, that's because there's like 76 cases or some shit in New South Wales, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back to the Gold Coast, man. You know, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go home to the Gold Coast. So 4 tackle here for the Sharkies. They're 35 metres out here from their own line. Man, I tell you what, the day I get to the Gold Coast, I'll bloody cry. I miss home so much. 5th tackle here, just to see some friends. But 5th tackle here for the Sharkies, left-hand side. Up it goes, down into the corner. And the Warriors will get the ball here 15 metres out from their own line. Troy Harris says, yeah, top 3 from the bottom. My team, the Warriors, let's go. Well, they're 5th last, I think. I think they're 11th place or 12th place. 16, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, they're 12th place. Because if they lost this game by 35 points, they would go below the Raiders. But they're obviously not going to lose this game by 35 points. But 20 minutes have gone here, guys. 2nd tackle for the Warriors. 40 metres out from their own line. SXCR and Val says 13. Oh, actually, no, because the Raiders, the Tigers. No, they're not. No. The Tigers would go on. No, they're not. They're not in 13th. They're in 12th place. Only if they lost this game by, because the Raiders won their game. Yeah, but that's including their game. Oh, the Raiders actually got 2 points. They're on 14 points now, actually. So yeah, they are in the bottom 4, the Warriors. You're actually right. The Warriors haven't. That hasn't included the 2 points there for the Raiders. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Warriors are in the bottom 4, but up it goes with the Warriors on 5th tackle here. And a good take there by Kennedy. Dasmay says Warriors in the bottom 4. Yeah, I was looking at the Google ladder, and it said that the Warriors were in 5th last, but it didn't show that the Raiders had won their game. So then I realised, oh, wait a second, they're actually above them then, yeah. So 3rd tackle here for the Sharkies. They're 25 metres out here from their own line. Right-hand side, they're going to go. This game's going to be exciting nonetheless, guys. If you're a Sharks fan, don't get your hopes down too much, but there's a long way to go in this game. And the Warriors, like I said, they always have one good half and one bad half. That's a good offload there by the Sharks. Oh, it's still 4 tackle here. Why they counted that as a tackle? And Aaron Woods will get the ball to the halfway line. So 5th tackle now for the Sharkies. 5th tackle for the Sharks. Left-hand side they go. And, that's going to be charged down there. And the Warriors get the ball. It's going to be a penalty for the Sharks. Matt Lodge was offside, apparently. Okay, so it will be penalty to the Sharks here. Wowee. That's a shame, because that was a great chase down there and tackle by O'Sullivan to prevent that one from being kicked deep. But Matt Lodge, welcome to the Warriors. That was a terrible offside there. Terrible offside. Ali Ahmed says, to be honest, Seabus Super Stadium is not a good venue for Origin. Would rather prefer it being played in Townsville or Suncorp again. Well, why? Have you been to Seabus Super Stadium to have that opinion? Have you been to Seabus Super Stadium to have that opinion, or what? Because Seabus Super Stadium is one of the best NRL grounds in the Australia. If you've gone, if you've gone, otherwise you're probably just a Titans hater. But Seabus Super Stadium is a great ground, and the atmosphere there when it's sold out is just unbelievable. So completely disagree with you there. 2nd tackle here, but I don't want it as a Titans fan because that will tear up the field. I don't like more games being played than necessarily needed, but it happens at Bankwest and everywhere. So, but yeah, that's the stupid comment. Seabus Super Stadium is a great stadium, and no one who ever goes there has any kind of annoyance with the stadium. So I really don't understand how you'll be hating there. But left-hand side, Sharkies for a try, easy dates. Boom! 6-4, get to come. Hey, Sports says Seabus is a great stadium. It is a great stadium. But that's going to be try time there for the Sharkies. Connor Tracy with the try time. And it is going to be 6-4 to the Warriors, but a kick to come to the Sharkies. Senpai says Seabus isn't a good stadium. It's good fun when the Broncos and Titans play there. I know, it's a great stadium. I know, what a stupid comment saying Seabus isn't a good stadium. I guarantee he's not been. He's never been there. He probably thinks, oh, the Titans are bad, so that means it's a shit-house stadium. Like, it's a great stadium, Seabus Super Stadium. It's a fantastic stadium. What kind of stupid comment is that? I've never seen anyone hate on Seabus Super Stadium. Dasman says the Tigers are only 2 wins out of the 8. I know, it's crazy. It is actually ridiculous. Kind of. Because the Knights got a bye, so the Knights will be on. Oh, the Tigers would have. No, the Knights. Yeah. Well, if the Sharks win this game, that'd be 3. No, the Tigers. Well, yeah, they are 2 wins out of the 8. Yeah, absolutely. So that's an easy try there for the Shaggies on the left-hand side. Zempai says, I love Rabina in the afternoons, and he will kick it. So it'll be 6-6 here. Tied ball game, guys. Tied ball game. Zempai says, I love Rabina in the afternoons before the game starts. Like the views are mint. Yeah, it's a good place. It is a good place if it's a beautiful day there. And obviously you can see the Gold Coast skyline in the distance over there. And, it's a fantastic stadium. I've never heard anybody ever insult Seabus Super Stadium like that. I've never seen it before. But there you go, guys. Sharkies make it a tied ball game here, baby. Well, we were. Preston Hatfield says best stadium is Wynn Stadium because of the hill. Nah, bro. Wynn Stadium's okay. Like, it's good viewing, but I'm not a big fan of the stadium itself. No, I'm not a big fan of the stadium itself. I guarantee you're a Dragons fan, but like I've been to Wynn Stadium. It's okay. It's a good view for the ocean in the background, but that's only really from that side. I don't think I wouldn't say the hill is the best part of that stadium either. I think you'd have to be sitting on this side to be watching the game with the water in the background for it to be good. You've actually gone and said my personal opinion, the wrong thing, which is good about that stadium. Tasman says Belmore is the best stadium. Okay, here we go. Johnny Boy says, my favourite stadium in the NRL for me is Wynn Stadium, so it's in the city of Wollongong and right on the beach. Yeah, it is right on the beach, but just for me, it's not a great stadium. It's a good view. I don't believe it's a great stadium itself, though. So second tackle here because the atmosphere there, you can't really get it just because it's so open. I don't like open, like an edge open. Like, for example, I'm not a big fan of Cogra, because of how open it is. I like stadiums that are obviously enclosed like this, and that's why you get your Bankwest, it's closed like this. You got your Seabus, which is closed like this, and from every angle. Suncorp is very good like that as well. ANZ is pretty open, which is why I'm not a big fan of ANZ, but obviously the atmosphere can be good there, but it's not the greatest stadium, in my personal opinion. It's not compared to Suncorp. Suncorp's the best stadium in Australia. But the Sharkies here will get the ball here 2 minutes out from their... Warriors get the ball here 2 minutes out from their own line. 2 of us, the check goes down, and they're going to get it to Reese Walsh. Edmund Kadanga says, hi from Papua New Guinea. The Origin Game 3 has been moved into enemy territory again, right? It has been, yes, because unfortunately New South Wales is just really rampant with the virus right now. The pandemic is rogus. Ali Ahmed, I'd go with Suncorp over ANZ. I think Suncorp is a much better stadium than ANZ, personally. Big O77 says, go Sharkies. I'm going for them because my mate goes to them and I go for Penrith. I've been going for them since 2016. Well, there you go. So 4 tackle now for the Warriors. They're 35 metres out from their own line. Right-hand side, they give it to Adam Fanua-Blake, and Fanua-Blake is now tackled 45 metres out here from their own line. 5th tackle now. I think this new stadium in Sydney is going to be fantastic, though. I really do feel like this new Allianz Stadium is going to be unbelievable because they're going to build it in a similar sense to Bankwest, because obviously Bankwest is a really good stadium in the way it's been built, and it's going to improve on it. So I really feel like this. I really feel like that this new Allianz Stadium, this new Sydney football stadium, will be pretty quality. I do. So 15 minutes left here of this first half, guys. It is 6-6. Senpai says it is the... Okay, yeah, we don't need to get into that one. But left-hand side here for the Sharks. They're now 10 metres out here from their own line. Molatalo will bring this ball back here. I don't even think he's touched the ball besides that one. I don't think he touched the ball besides that just then. Truly. And now the Sharks will get the ball here. 15 metres out. Toby Rudolph. Oh, jeez. Unfortunately, couldn't get the offload away, but they had numbers out on the right-hand side there. As Sports says, new Allianz Stadium is going to be unreal. Ali Ahmed says they are making a stadium for the Roosters home games. Yeah, no, they're not making a stadium. They're just refurbishing and rebuilding the stadium. At the Allianz Stadium, you can see, if you go past it, I've driven past there many times, it is, well, it's not completely torn down, but it was torn down completely. And now it's, I don't know if it's halfway being built or it's pretty up there. It's pretty up there in regards to I think it's probably about halfway. So Sharks now with the ball. It's now 5th tackle. Fight Night Simulation says Sharks better than the Dragons. Yes, I would agree. Right-hand side. But they're not looking that great in this game, though. They're not looking that great in this game. Sean Johnson puts that ball up in the end. The Warriors will get the ball here, 15 metres out from their own line, and it'll be Reece Walsh who picks it up, and it's going to give it off to Tenny Zalesniak, who brings it back. Zampai says, I don't think there's been a blowout this weekend. Who was the games on Thursday and Friday? I can't even remember what the games were on Thursday and Friday. Yesterday obviously wasn't a blowout. It was a good game between the Bulldogs and Roosters. Raiders and Seagulls was 14 points. Rabbitohs Cowboys was 46-18. That's absolutely a blowout. 46-18 to the Rabbitohs is absolutely a blowout there. So third tackle here with the Warriors. They're now getting into the attacking half right now. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Machu says, what's up, Blaze? And the BKRsport family, how's your day been, bro? Been pretty good, mate. We obviously had the UFC before, and we hit 11K, so you can't be complaining about that. Hit 11K, and, good to see. So appreciate you guys for all the support that you show. But fifth tackle here. Don't forget, tomorrow at 5 p.m. is when you'll find out how you can win this brand new NRL jersey. Good kicking from the Warriors. Let it bounce, brother. So Monotalo will get out there, but you got to let that ball bounce, bro. It'll go out for his 7-tackle set there from the 20-metre line. But yeah, if you want to have a chance to win that brand new NRL jersey as for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, firstly, all you have to be subscribed, and secondly, tomorrow at 5 p.m, just check out the video because I'll be announcing a few things tomorrow on the video. Alrighty, so Sharks, he third tackle. Jeez, he's got crunched there. He jumps out. Oh, what are you doing, Lodge? He grabbed his head. What are you doing, Lodge? I'm sorry, but Lodge put his arm around Mulitalo's head there and gave him a chokehold. You're a flog, Matt Lodge. You're a flog, Matt Lodge. He falls. So he jumps over the top here. He falls into this. So I understand that's fine. But this next part, that's unavoidable. But I don't understand why he does this. Like, he puts a choker hold onto him. What are you doing? What are you doing the choker for, you dog? This is why no one wants Matt Lodge, because he's a flog of a human being. We all know what happened in America, and he's still being a dog of a human being. Like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing there, putting a chokehold on Mulitalo? Like, it's not a strong chokehold, but it's enough to say, what are you doing, dude? It's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty because Matt Lodge is an idiot. Go Jordan says, Rabbits, Cowboys, Broncos, and Tigers had conceded 50 points. What? I just was Matt Lodge, you grub, so dirty, not the UFC. I just don't understand. Like, there's nothing wrong with the actual tackle itself in the sense of Mulitalo falls into this head high. It's not even really a head high. But it's just Matt Lodge comes down over the top of him and then puts and just shoves his head into the ground by putting him in a chokehold. What a dickhead, mate. What a dickhead. Faraz Alam says Broncos management was poor, but now Arkin is back. Having one game. Here we go. Broncos fans now thinking they're good because they won one game against the Sharks. Look, I think it's a good sign in the same sense, like, relax, you won one game, you won one game, and it was against a Sharks team that was massively overrated because they won 4 games against teams with massive excuses. But 12 minutes to go here of the first half. Johnny Boyce said he gets sin bin. No, he just went to the bench. No. It's not a sin bin worthy. It's not a sin bin. It's a dirty bullshit thing, but it's not like he came and actually went full on, like, choked him. Like, he just put his arm around him to kind of say, like, buddy, I'm your boss kind of shit, which is really odd. He's a flog of a human. So, second tackle here for the Sharkies. I was close to 4 pass there. 20 minutes out here on the line. Here come the Sharkies. Right-hand side here for the Sharks. It's going to be back here. They should have numbers here. Pass the ball, bro. Katoa has completely open line there, and Ramian holds the ball and gets tackled down at the 10-metre line. He really lives up to his centre name there by not passing the ball, because centres don't pass the ball usually. So 4 tackle, all the good ones do. So left-hand side now. Oh, he's been crunched in a tackle there. Oh my God, Tracy's been crunched in a tackle there. 10 metres out, 5th tackle, right-hand side here. It's going to be Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson kicks through. Good kick. Oh, drop out. Good kick. Claire Gray Singler says, what a tackle DWZ. Great tackle by Watini Selesniak. Faraz Alam says, BK, I'm not going crazy over a win, and improvements will show we be back-to-back. We win back-to-back? We'll show we win back-to-back. Back-to-back what you win? Wooden spoon? Buddy, I don't think you win the wooden spoon, but why is a Broncos fan talking about back-to-back wooden spoons? What's going on? What's going on here? This was a tackle by Dallin. Yeah, it was a great tackle by Dallin with Tenny Selesniak. What are we on likes-wise, guys? We've got 11 minutes to go here. We've got 42 likes. Let's get 50 before half-time. We've got 64 people here right now. I know we can get 8 more likes. Let's do it. Boom. But the Sharkies still get a nice little drop out. Here's a chance. Here is a chance for the Sharkies. Mulitalo will go off, and Hiroti will come on here. They're 30 minutes out from the line. Second tackle. GHK Willie says hello. Hello, good sir. Frazzle I'm just looking at the positives because Brisbane be giving me so many negative many negatives. Absolutely, it's good to see. I'm just replying, man, because if Broncos fans start talking about them being bloody good again and they're already back, it's like, come on, man, relax. But if you're just looking for positives, then I love that. I love that because you've got it back in your team and you got to feel positive, but just not to this talking shit to other teams kind of shit because it's like you're 15th. But Sharks with the ball, they kick it through on 4 tackle, and it's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. No, don't go to video ref here. Don't go to the bumper. It's pretty obvious he puts this ball down here. No, what a waste of time. He obviously puts the ball down here. Oh, my goodness me. Eben Canucks would it be a whitewash after 21 years for the New South Wales? We are going to be streaming that game on Wednesday, obviously, but in the same sense, they have a few players out. Which will be a bit different. And the Warriors put that ball over the line there. Like, but come on, brother. You're wasting my goddamn time here by checking this. Like, it's an obvious put down over the line here by the Warriors. It will be a dropout. And Meg Mortimer says, what do you think of Reece Walsh? I think he's a good player. I think he's still got a long way to come. He's still very young, but I think he's a very good player, yeah. I think he's a very good player, but he's still very young, obviously. Still very, very young there. So no try there. No try. Arthur says try. No, mate. No try. Richie Production says Bulldogs were good last night. They just didn't win. I would say on their standards they were good, but the Roosters were poor. So it's up to you the way you look at it, to be honest with you. I'll read what Sheets read and says, why would anyone want Matt Lodge? His history is shocking. I know, on and off the field, his history is shocking. I don't even know. I'm not going to talk about a legality issue. But on and off the field, he's a dog. So first tackle leave the Sharks. And I'm happy to publicly, put my neck out there and say this. I wouldn't normally say this about a player, but he is dead set just a flog. So right-hand side here for the Sharks, and they're going to be here 25 metres out here from the line. Johnny Boy says, can the Sharks use their 18th man? Why? The Sharks is the 18th man. There's not been any injury here because of foul play. What? Why are the Sharks using their 18th man? So 4 tackle here. Sean Johnson gets it off left-hand side here. And Trindle's going to get taken down 10 metres out here from the line. Claire says, I put Matthew Lodge in not that great. Fair enough. I'd put him into the job. He at least does get the job done. Right-hand side of the Sharks. Sean Johnson kicks it through. Too hard. Knock on. Reece Walsh. And, oh, no. Nearly gets there, the Sharkies. But it will be a knock on against Reece Walsh. We'll knock on there. Reece Walsh. Ayani Agatsos says, you think Manly are good? I think you should check out BKR clips because I speak about Manly tomorrow at 5, probably Tuesday morning. But every day we're going to be putting out 2 clips per day as of tomorrow. So definitely go and subscribe to BKR clips. However, I think Manly can be good. But in the same sense, I think there is a lot of question marks about them that people are skipping over. But you'll hear more about that on BKR clips tomorrow. So get excited with that one. Ula Lamani said, who scored for the Warriors? It was... Jeez, who was it? I can't even remember who it was. I can't even remember who it was. Wowee. So 8 minutes to go here of the first half. Sharks here, left-hand side, off the scrum. Easy try. Oh, Kennedy, you had to pass that ball, bro. You passed that ball, so it's easy try. Wowee. Fraser Lumps is Lodge ain't a bad player. He gives it his best in defence and a hard ball runner, but he's a grub. I've got him in do the job. I think he'd be middle end do the job, or I don't know where I put him, to be honest with you. I don't know where I did. So Sharks now, they're 10 metres out. Second tackle here, guys. It was Reece Walsh, you're right. Yeah, Reece Walsh was the one who scored the try. Thank you. Reece Walsh was the one who scored the try for the Warriors. Right-hand side here for the Warriors. Sharkies, they're 2 metres out here from the line. Third tackle. 2 metres out here from the line on third tackle for the Sharks. Brayley, he tries to go himself. That's offside. Set restart. Yeah, of course. Not square at marker. That's a terrible play there by the Warriors. That is terrible. That was a good play by Brayley because he knew it was not square at marker there. So that'll be a set restart for the Sharkies 5 metres out. Left-hand side they go. Sean Johnson to Tolman. Tolman's going to have one of the most weird runs ever, but he will get 10 metres from it, so you won't complain. 5 metres out here from the line. 5 minutes out from the line. Second tackle, Brayley. Right-hand side gets up to Toby Rudolph. Good tackle. Good defense there by the Warriors. Reece Walsh, Murdoch Masilla, and Leeson Armel. So Sharks here, 3 metres short. Left-hand side, Sean Johnson. Bad pass there, but Sean Johnson picks it up nicely. Gets it off. It's going to be Brayley. No, who is this? Jack Williams? It's going to be taken down here 10 minutes out. Sharks not doing anything with this attack right now. 4 tackle, but I did say the Warriors' defence isn't too bad. Left-hand side here for the Sharks. Try time! Sharkies. T-O-Y for the Sharkies. And it will be 10-6 here with the kick to come. 7 minutes to go the first half. And Trindle will put that one over the line there. And bing, bang, boom. You want them in your room. Beautiful try there. Beautiful try there by the Sharkies. Mushroom says the Warriors under the pump going to get tired sooner than later. Absolutely, but in the same sense, you've got to remember the Warriors are always good for one good half and good for one bad half. Fraser Lump says, oh my God, can New Zealand hold a lead? Well, look, this wasn't really a lead. It was 6-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was 6-0 and it was still the first, 30 minutes of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really claim that too much as a lead in regards to what you're kind of, I guess, referring to. This Sport says they're looking good at the end of the half. Looking okay. Sharks weren't looking great in that attacking set. They scored a try there. The Warriors gave that one up, but the Warriors defensively were pretty good in that set, but the Sharks weren't throwing a great deal at them. They're just kind of running it straight and just kind of holding the ball in a really basic manner. Alex Smith says, what's your prediction? Well, I did say the Sharks to win 24-22, and I wouldn't necessarily put it out of there. I still think the Warriors can score a couple of tries in the second half. That'll be Braden Trindle's first try, by the way. That'll be his first career try. So, yeah, Braden Trindle just pumps off. Who was that? Is that Nicarima? Nicarima gets pumped off there. He just rolls around him and he puts the ball over the line. So, try time for the Sharkies. Try time for the Sharkies. Still 6 likes away from 50. Still 6 likes away from 50. Let's bump that little bad boy right on up there. Let's bump it right on up. 5.5 minutes left here. Trindle will go and pump it on through. Yes, he sneaks it through. He does sneak it on through there. So 12-6 is the score with 5.5 minutes to go here. McDuffie says, yo, hello, McDuffie. How are we doing? Faraz Alam says, thoughts on the Oz losing to... we're not talking about cricket here. Alex Senpai says, remember, guys, Sharks needed to lose last week to win this week. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where is he? Where is he right now? Richie Production says, why is Trindle doing the kicking? I don't really know. But he's got 2 from 2, so you know you can't be complaining. You can't be complaining. He's 2 from 2 right now, mate. He's 2 from 2. Why you bloody talking when anybody perfect the mundos? So 5 minutes 20 left here in the first half. The Sharks will get the ball here from a wow. That was bad for the Warriors. Wow. We were. That will be a penalty to the Sharkies at the halfway line because the Warriors kicked the ball out in the full. Reece Walsh not been great in today's game. Reece Walsh has not been great in today's game, and that's a really easy play there by the Sharks to get that one off a penalty. And they'll get now 25 metres out here, you'd assume, from the Warriors line. It'll be 30 metres out. It'll be not a great kick. It'll be a 20-metre kick, but the Sharkies will get a fresher to 6 here. 30 metres out here from the line. That was just a shocking kick by Reece Walsh, and it puts them under a lot of pressure again. Alex Smith, this isn't really a comeback, dude. It's 12-6. Like, I don't know why people refer to this as a comeback. Comebacks aren't until you're down by, like, 13 plus, or 12. I guess 12 is a comeback, but anything less than one try, this isn't a comeback. This isn't classed as a comeback. So, second tackle here for the Sharks. They're 15 metres out here from the line. Set restart too. Jeez. So, Brayley here with the ball. Left-hand side they come. Gets it off to Johnson. Johnson, he gets it off to Tolman. Tolman taken down 10 metres out. Second tackle. I don't even think we've seen a great deal of mistakes in this game today, like knock-on-wise. Now, obviously, we saw a knock-on before from the Warriors when they were getting the kick through, but in the same sense, that was off a kick. That wasn't really off just a genuine mistake in the running of a set. So, third tackle here for the Sharks. They're 5 metres out. 2 set restarts to 1 in favour of the Sharkies. Left-hand side. Oh, that's a great run. Oh, that's a brilliant run there by Hamlin Ueli. That is a brilliant run there by Hamlin Ueli. He makes a step there. He comes back onto the inside and then cuts it back around and he scores a try and he gets past an easy fallback there with Reece Walsh unfortunately being left on his lonesome and having to deal with Hamlin Ueli. So try time there for the Sharkies at 16-6 and it will be 18-6 here after they get the kick. Look at that, Reece Walsh. He just jumped up and I don't know what he was really... to be fair, it actually looked like he did get punched there. I thought he punched him. It actually looked like he dead set got punched. That was good acting. That's actually... What was Reece Walsh doing there? At least he did his best, but I want to look at this again. This is good acting here by the Sharkies players to get up and just go... sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, that was just crazy. Why are we looking at this? Why are we looking at Talakai and not at Hamlin Ueli here? They were looking at Talakai as if he scored the tries. Hamlin Ueli. I dead set thought that was good acting. Well done to Hamlin Ueli and whoever it was that he fake punch. Alex Fisher, do you support other NRL teams? But I don't support either of these teams. I'm a Titans fan. Funny Boy says Reece Walsh doing the high jump. Yeah, it was really odd, but I guess he did his best to just try and stop him, and that was a big front row forward bursting right at you. So, Nathan Merchant says Walsh is merely a speed bump there. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, really funny that he just kind of jumped up there to try and just pull him down, and really, yeah, that's interesting. An interesting tackle technique there, but he was left on his line, so you can't really blame him for that one. That is good acting. Not gonna lie, it's good acting there. Aubrey Wishes reading says Reece Walsh jumping on him looking like a little sugar queen, looking a sugar glider or something. Faraz Alam says tip New Zealand by 6 because thought they were due for a win, and if they get the 2 points, they go 9th. If they get the 2 points, they go 9th. Nah, bullshit. They do. They wish that they go 9th. The Warriors wish that they go ninth, mate. The Titans have got 2 points. They're above them regardless. The Cowboys have got a worse point against, so they'll at least go to... They will go to 11th. The Warriors now. They won't go above the Knights. They won't go above the Sharks. Oh, it depends on how much they win by the Warriors. But the Warriors aren't going to win right now. They're down 18-6. It's a penalty to Sharkies too. Like, what are we talking about the Warriors here? What are we talking about the Warriors here? Because the Warriors, if they win, they don't go. The Titans get up to 14 points, so they're already above them. Cowboys lost, and they got a worse one again, so the Warriors would go above the Cowboys. Cowboys will drop down to 12th. They don't go above the Knights, because the Knights got a bye. The Sharks, obviously, they would go above them if they won by over 19, but it's not going to happen. And then the Dragons, they're on 18 points now, so yeah, no, bro. No, But don't you insult the Titans like that, you bloody tell you what, man. So we don't have to go here, second tackle. That's why it says the Warriors don't go to 9th. No, they go to like 11th or 10th or something like that. So second tackle here. It'll be third tackle now, and the Sharks are 45 minutes out even the line. Jace Harrison says, wow, Sullivan. Go Jordan said if they win by 12, they're in the 8. No, they're not. The Warriors can't go anywhere close to the 8 with a win here, guys. Do you comprehend the English that I am saying here, or do you need me to make it a bit clearer? The Warriors, with a win, will not go anywhere close to the 8 in this game. Thank you very much. I like it. So Warriors here with the ball, and they're going to knock the ball on. Jeez, the Sharks are going to get a try here. And don't go over it again. Okay, he's lucky he didn't try and reach out for that one. Sharks are in the 8 regardless. Left-hand side, knock on, and it's going to be a penalty here, and Sharks should take the 2 here. Sharks should take the 2 here. It could be a professional foul. I don't think it's a professional foul. I don't think that's a professional foul. It's not a professional foul, no. But it will be a penalty here, and the Sharks will take the 2 here. It'll be a 20-6 game here. 20-6 game. The Warriors have really fallen apart here in this first half. But second half, usually the Warriors will have one good half, one bad half. This was their bad half, so you got to hope that you got to really desperately. Yeah, Reece Walsh was the try saver this time around. Jace Harris, sorry. Christopher Calfati says Sharks will go 7 if they win. I don't believe so, unless this is already counting the Dragons 16. Because if the Dragons got a bye, so they'll be on 18. I'll have a look at the ladder. I'm going to go onto the NRL.com live ladder because right now this Google ladder is a bit confusing. Because the Dragons on the Google ladder hasn't shown whether they've won it or not. Because if they haven't included that, then no, they don't. The Dragons are on 16. I don't think that's has that included the bye though? Has it included the bye? And that's going to be 2 points. So it's going to be 26 here at halftime. The Sharkies will kick it through, and the halftime score is 26. Let's have a look here quickly. Let's just have a quick little look-ski here. No, it hasn't included the bye points yet. So no, the Sharks with the win here do not go into 7th position because the Dragons haven't been included with their bye points yet. But guys, it is going to be halftime here, and it is a 20-6 here in favour of the Cronulla Sharks. So guys, let's go and smack that thumbs up button. We're on 52 likes right now. Thank you very much for hitting that like button, and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Antonio Raphael says no bye. No bye. Yeah, the Dragons bye hasn't been accounted for yet. So I just looked at the table, and you can see here that the Titans are in 12th, but realistically, they go above the Cowboys. They don't go above the Knights. The Raiders, they will go... What are the Raiders on? They're on 14. No, because the Titans will go above them. They've got a better for and against than the Raiders. So the Raiders will, no matter what, drop down to about 11th. The Warriors will stay, well, depending on how much they lose by, maybe. Let's have a look here. No, they're 12 points. So no matter what, they'll stay in 13th. But the Titans will jump up to about 10th, something like that. Sharks with a win here would jump to stay in 8th. Sorry, they wouldn't jump anywhere. They'd stay in 8th. But yeah, if you're looking at the NRL.com live ladder right now, it's not actually, this isn't a live ladder. This isn't a live ladder because the Titans are in 12th and they haven't got their bye points yet. But here we go. So that's half time. Let me know your thoughts as we wait for the second half to get underway. Stephen Warren says Newcastle Knights versus the Storm next week. Yeah, that's good time for the Titans because the Titans play the Eels 2 days after the Origin. So that means that Moses won't be playing. Reed Marnie's not playing. Obviously, who else is not playing? The Eels. Junior Paulo's not playing. You know, Titans probably don't have, obviously, David Feederton and Faisal Malawi and stuff like that, but in the same sense, I think it'll be a better game than you would assume. I think Eels probably do win, but in the same sense, if we win, fantastic. The Knights play the Storm, so I'm backing in that for a loss there. It's difficult. It's obviously very difficult to read next week, but for the Titans, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for the Knights to be playing the Storm, and that can kind of kill their for and against a little bit further, because the Titans are on -56, not a bad for and against there. Actually better than a lot of those teams pumping for the 8, except for the Dragons, and now the Sharkies, obviously, but their for and against aren't great. The fact of the matter is that the Dragons are in 7th place, and they've got -10 differential. It's absolutely ludicrous. Or Alfie says, Reed Marnie's come back against the Titans. Cool story, bro. Malcolm says, it's difficult being a Warriors fan. It is absolutely difficult being a Warriors fan. That's why I try and bring it back to down to earth when you start talking the smack, right? That's why I start bringing you back down to earth. I'm like, why are you talking the smack, you Warriors fan? You bloody need to relax, good sir. You need to relax, because otherwise you bloody start to cry. You bloody start to cry. Harvey says, or even Reed said it. I don't care, brother. I don't care. Okay, cool. Reed Mine's playing. I don't think Reed Mine's the difference between an Eels win and an Eels loss. Stephen Warren says 7:35 kickoff next week on Saturday. Huh? I'm talking about the Titans here. The Titans play on Friday night at 6 p.m. Sammy Sue says, same old Warriors. Boom, boom. Teddy, say, is that title? I don't actually know what it says. Is that Tiddlers? I can't really see it. My computer doesn't really show it. I'll call you McDuffie. As long as Guthrie will play, as long as he doesn't play on Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely. Golden Holland said, well, he won't be playing on Wednesday. Actually, I don't know what the New South Wales team is like, considering there's quite a few players out in that game. Golden Holland said, Hamlin Ueli wins best celebration of the year. Yeah, that was really good. That was actually the best celebration of the year so far. That was unreal. I actually genuinely believe he punched him. I thought at the time he punched him. That was good, and I thought the acting was great. Sasha Gelson said, I knew this was going to happen. We are so shithouse. Like I said, guys, the Warriors are always a one half good, one half bad team. Every single damn week, this team makes it the most exciting game of the round. Why? Because the Warriors will be terrible in the first half, and they'll come back and they'll either win or make it really close in the second half. Or they'll be very good in the second half. They'll be up by like 18 points, 20 points. And then the other team come back and they'll either win or they'll make it close. So for me, this game's not over yet because, like, realistically, the Sharks should go on with this. But I know this Warriors team too well to be giving up on them at this point, because I know that even if they lose this game, it's probably going to be relatively close, because the Warriors every single week come back from some stupid result. You know, they're the weirdest team on the planet. In the same sense, it'll be good to see if they can. It'll be good to see the Sharks get up here, and I guess that would wipe out at least one team from the top 8 battle realistically. NC Vlog says New Zealand will come back 100%. Brother, do you know this team or no? Jace Harris said, I don't see the Warriors coming back from this Sharks just too good. Well, let's relax on the Sharks being too good, mate. It's coming off a loss against the Broncos, you know. And they were terrible for the first 15 minutes here, but they are obviously doing well here in this last 10 minutes. But let's relax on the Sharks being bloody too good. Dennis says, you just love being a Warriors fan. Mate, I'm a Titans fan. I know exactly how you feel. At least you guys have made a grand final. How about that? Brainstorm says, hi. Hello, mate. Malcolm said, I had high hopes when they were up 6-0. Yeah. Well, this is why Warriors fans should really understand where they kind of are as a team, you know. You're the ones getting upset. This is the thing, like I always say, don't get too excited too early, man. You know, you're going to be the one upset, not me. And then I'm like, oh, well, the reason why I think this is going to happen is because of this reason. I explain it, and then everyone's like, oh, but he's salty. And I'm like, okay, cool, man. Okay, you can think I'm salty all you like, but I don't really care. This is a lose-lose situation for the Titans, right? So for me, I would nearly prefer the Warriors to win this game, but I know this Warriors team. I watch this team week in, week out. And the thing is that if you're a Warriors fan, you should be watching this team week in, week out. So you should know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I must be wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong, because every time I see the Warriors play, it's always close and exciting, because they're either bad in the first half and good in the second half, or good in the first half and bad in the second half. McDuffie says, Warriors need Roger at fullback for a second half. Yeah, I would agree to put Roger to us second fullback in the second half. Tashin Kelton says, no, the Sharks will kill us next half. I have no hope. Well, this is just not what a fan should be saying, is it? That's just not what a real fan says, is it? If you give up hope, then that's just stupid. Like, you're not really a fan, then are you? You know, if you're a supporter of this club, you still have to back your team in to win. You know, even if my team, the Titans, are down 30-4 with 20 minutes to go, I still think my team can win. It's probably not going to happen, but I still back my team in. I don't say I give us no hope, because what kind of supporter are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just terrible supporter. You don't sit there and say, oh man, there's no chance our team comes back. Well, like, what are you doing? Like, you still got, if you're giving up hope on your team, then okay, may as well lose. But you may as well not tune into the game, because like, this is only a 14-point difference right now. Yes, it's 14 points. It's decent, but in the same sense, it's definitely doable. Like I said, the Titans were down 30-4 to the Roosters with 30 minutes to go in the game. And we only lost by 1 point, 35-34, and we led 34-30 with like 2 minutes to go. But you don't give up hope on your team. You don't just say, oh, no, I've got no chance. This is the Sharks. This ain't the Storm. It's the Sharks. This ain't the Storm. This is the team that lost the Broncos last week. There's not no chance. There's absolutely a chance the Warriors come back. I nearly want the Warriors to come back just so that you're proven wrong in regards to that. Quite fancy what happened with the 10K giveaway. You'll find out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Obviously, it's still there so that you guys know that I haven't forgot about it. But we hit 11K, so where are you? The next giveaway will be at 15K. But on 5 p.m. tomorrow, you guys have to have your notification bell on. You have to be subscribed, obviously, and have your notification bell on because we'll be announcing how to win the giveaway tomorrow at 5 p.m. on a video. So have a notification bell on and get ready for it. We're 2 public subscribers away from 11K. Let's try and see if we can publicly get that to 11K today. So subscribe if you're new around here. I'll read what she's reading. Says, hold on to hope, my dude. Alex Smith says, some tips about supporting your team. I shouldn't be needing to have tips for people to support their team. I shouldn't be sitting here feeling the need to tell people how to support their team. I shouldn't. And look, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not necessarily saying I'm right. My opinion is back your team in through thick and thin. I've been through just as bad years as you have, Warriors fans. I know how it feels. I'm a Gold Coast Titans fan. I've seen us make the finals 3 times in our history, or 4 times, but there was 1 time in the last decade. You know what I'm saying? With 2016, and really we lived into the finals then because the Raiders beat the Tigers on the last day of the season. Then we got robbed against the Bronx. But, the last time besides that was 2010. We've won 2 wooden spoons since then. I know how you feel, Warriors fans. I absolutely know how you feel. So, and Tigers fans would know how you feel too. At least they've won a grand final, but the new age Tigers fans would know. Like people who weren't supporting the Tigers in 2005 would know. And there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. A good friend of mine is a Tigers fan, diehard Tigers fan, but he wasn't around in 2005, Christian. So, a lot of teams understand this. And the Eels understand it too. The Eels do understand it. Their fans are very egotistical and don't like to admit that they feel like you Warriors fans or Titans fans or Tigers fans, but they also have won more wooden spoons in their history than the Titans have been a goddamn team. So they absolutely know how it feels to be shithouse too. Go back 5 years ago and we can start talking to them then. Yes, they're good now. That's great. But we don't forget the past, yeah? So those 4 teams realistically are the 4 teams that understand each other the greatest, in my opinion. Eels fans, yes, you may want to pretend like you're not, but you absolutely goddamn are in that situation. Duffy Spoken says, feel bad for Connor, man. Donation board. Yeah, bro. Yeah, donation board. So every time someone donates, they get their name on the buddy, they get their name on the screen. Good stuff, man. And Dennis Celeste, he's got 2 here. Look at that. Look at this man go. He's got 2 donate. Buddy, this man is on fire. This man's on fire. Zampire says, wow, Sharks bounced back after last week. It's halftime. It's halftime. That's it's halftime. And Dennis says that 2010 game versus Titans still hurts. Which one's that? What time? You were playing my team. I understand that we were good that year, but what game was that? 2 people subscribed. I didn't notice. Oh, sorry. Someone subscribed. No, 1 person did because it's 10,999, but 1 person did. Sorry to someone who subscribed and it didn't come up. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you. Antonio Raphael says, all New South Wales team moving to Queensland. I hate you, Antonio. Shut your goddamn... I hate you, Antonio. Shut up. Shut up. Can someone... I want you guys to spam the Sydney Roosters or the Cronulla Sharks and say, hey, can you sign BKRsport just for a week-long contract so that he can fly up to the Gold Coast and quarantine and then he can get out and, live in the Gold Coast with his friends and go to Gold Coast Titans games? Because, I need right now a team to contract me just so that I can get into the state. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Missy says, I was the one who said, who do you think the Sharks... I was the one who said, do you think the Sharks are going... What's that going on, sorry? Sachin Kelvin says, okay, true, I take that back and I feel bad now for being a bad supporter. I'm just giving you my opinion, man. You're not a bad supporter. I'm just saying back your team in through thick and thin because I've had a lot of bad years with this club in the Titans and I know how it feels. And, I never gave up hope. I never give up hope. So, it's unless you're down 100-0 with a minute to go, you have a chance to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Antonio says, we miss you, bro, buddy. I tell you what, just, I need you to get onto the Roosters right now and you say, hey, listen, Nick Politis, you got the money, son. Just give BKRsport a contract, even if it's like $10. I'll take a $10 contract, and then maybe I can get up to the Gold Coast and I can have a damn well good time. Maybe I could throw out a vlog for you guys. Maybe we could have a vlog. Maybe. Just goddamn. No, we can't do that. But Roosters, please, I'm just asking you. Sign me up to a contract, temporary contract, $10. Don't even put me on the bench. Put me as the 45th man. It's the 46th goddamn man. I just want to get to the Gold Coast. Johnny Boy says, Conor McGregor got smashed in the first round. I'm not even going to get into that because that is a comment that is alluding to something that is incorrect. Duffy has spoken, says, to donate, press the dollar button right there. Yeah, there is a dollar button underneath. Obviously, don't feel pressured to donate, guys. It's just obviously, if you can, I appreciate it. It obviously helps out, but I obviously know it's a very difficult time. And obviously, if people do have the ability to give back to the channel and become a member or do this, like, I just want to shout them out too. You know, don't feel pressured to do anything like that. This is just something for people if they feel like they want to, give back. But yeah, we're still here at half time, so let me know what your thoughts are right now. Antonio says, had a chat with Uncle Nick when the Roosters played the Titans. Antonio, you bloody better go do your business, mate. You better do the business, mate. You tell him. You say, listen here, buddy. Listen here, buddy. When at BKR here. When at BKR. And I know you have the money. McDuffie says, if I donate, will you give me a donut? There is actually donuts outside. It's not my donut, so I have to ask if I can have one. But there's a nice donut outside. You've reminded me. It's a good donut. It looks like a really good donut. Really, really good donut. Actually, just for everyone who doesn't know this, so tomorrow at 5 p.m, like I said, I'm going to be putting out a video. This is our schedule. So this is our schedule for the next month, guys. I'm in lockdown, so I have the ability to absolutely grind out YouTube right now. This is my schedule for the next month, right? So literally a video every single day, plus obviously BKR clips as well. If you want the chance to win the NRL jersey of your team, whoever team you support, you have the chance to win an NRL jersey. 5 p.m. tomorrow, check it out, the video. Yeah, obviously put your notification bell on because we're going to be posting literally every single day. And you would have noticed that we've been unlisting a lot of the streams because I wanted to declutter the channel a little bit. But the Warriors are coming back out here for the second half. Here they come. Here they come. Hey, Moses with Krispy Kreme. Hey, a bit of donut, a bit of cream. You cannot complain, mate. You cannot complain. But I'm going to have my Pepsi Max for the time being because Pepsi, you could also sponsor me to go to the Gold Coast. How about that? How about you just talk to Mrs. Buddy, I don't even know the name. Berejiklian? Who's the Queensland one? Anastasia or something, Anastasia, I love you. Please get me back into the Gold Coast. Claire says, if you can have Buddy. Okay, here we go. What's going on here? Missy A says, I'm in lockdown too. I'm in Wollongong. I'm very close to where this game is at right now, my guy. I'm very close to where this the Cronulla Sharks versus Warriors game is on right now. Yes. Dennis says, first game of the finals, win or lose. It was a pretty safe bet we made the second week, but all games went against us. Who are you talking about, Dennis? Who's your team? First game of the finals, win or lose, it was pretty... Oh, Warriors! Oh, that was one of my favourite games ever at Seabus Super Stadium. Titans-Warriors, first week, was my favourite game ever at Seabus Super Stadium. Because that was when the final system was still first versus 8th, second versus 7th, third versus 6th, and fourth versus 5th. And I think we came third and you guys came 6th, or we 4th and you guys came 5th. And then we actually got the week off because of that. And then we played the Roosters in 2 weeks' time at Suncorp Stadium. Now I know who you're talking about. But alrighty, guys. Hold on. No. Duffy's spoken. You've got to be careful of that one. Lachlan Van Hout, brother, I'm going to have to remove that. I'm actually going to time you out. Don't be putting your address into the chat, man. Don't dox yourself, my guy. Don't dox yourself. Guys, just don't put your address or phone number in the chat because there are rando people here. There are 66 people here who watch the stream right now. Don't put your address or your phone number into the chat because, trust me, you're doing yourself a disservice. Antonio Raphael, so that was a crazy game. I think that was probably my favourite ever game at Seabus. That was hectic. We have a photo together, actually, Antonio, at that game. That was a hectic game. So third tackle here for the Sharks, right-hand side here. That was a fight. There was a fight at the end of the game, actually. And obviously, Warriors always bring a good support because New Zealand is basically the Gold Coast. So fourth tackle here. Gold Coast is the capital of New Zealand. So fifth tackle now for the Sharks. They're inside the attacking half. Johnny Tuff says, all the talent in New Zealand play rugby union or are picked up by NRL clubs in their teens. There are no pathways for league. Until that changes, the Warriors will struggle. Can you repeat that comment? Or don't repeat the comment, but can you remind me of that after this stream finishes? Because I want to talk a little bit more about that. Well, not after the stream finishes, after the game finishes, because I want to talk about more about the pathways and the fact that I spoke about this with Te Taroa Tahurirangi on my podcast. We had it. Podcast is returning on Wednesday, by the way, guys. But I was going to let you know tomorrow. But okay, well, there you go. Now you know. So third tackle for the Warriors. No, second tackle for the Warriors. They're 25 metres out. They're going to get to the 30-metre line here. And Reece Walsh taken down. But yes, you're absolutely spot on there. Jaden says Gold Coast is not the capital of New Zealand. It pretty much is, my guy. It pretty much is. I think you've misunderstood the joke there, but you're probably going to get timed out because I don't think Nightbot likes people capitalising shit. I didn't time you out. No one's going to time me out, but Nightbot probably does. But yeah, you've missed the joke because there's so many Kiwis on the Gold Coast that the Gold Coast, for me, as a joke, is the capital of New Zealand. So first tackle here for the Sharkies, left-hand side. I can't believe someone took that seriously. Like, I can't believe someone took that seriously. I can't believe that. So Sharkies here, 40 metres out in their own line. Mulatalo. Yeah. Third tackle here for the Sharkies. They're just at the halfway line right now. I'll remember she's reading since the Gold Coast, so I can tell you there's a heap of Kiwis here. I know. As a Gold Coaster, I can tell you there's a heap of Kiwis on the Gold Coast. And it's great. It's great. It's awesome for the Warriors games to knock off the Sharkies. It's awesome for the Warriors versus Titans games because it's always a big deal. Reece Walsh here, left-hand side, the counter-attack from Walsh. Oh, he's been crunched. He's been crunched. It's been crunched. Boy, that's a crunch and a half. Markham Tanelli says, hello BKR from the Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. Good on you, man. Go the Sharkies, he says. He's getting around the old Sharkies in today's game. Good on you, man. We love you guys in Papua New Guinea. So Warriors with the ball here. Second tackle. They're inside the 30-metre line right now. Right-hand side they go. They get off to Nicarima. Nicarima here. Right-hand side they get it off to Reece Walsh. Walsh. Taken down 5 metres short here. Good play there by Walsh, though, but the Warriors are starting off this half definitely the stronger. Left-hand side here for Nicarima. Nicarima here. He's looking for Armour. He gets it off to Nicarima again. Nicarima here underneath. The Warriors here. 3 minutes short. Jeez, the Warriors are looking pretty fresh right now. The Warriors are looking pretty fresh. So 4 tackle. They spread it back out to Armour. Armour gets it off to Benny Murdoch-Masila, and Murdoch-Masila will get taken down 10 minutes out. Jeez, he's a unit. Jeez, this bloke's a bloody unit. Alrighty, so 5th tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to go to the right-hand side through Wading, and Wading is Nicarima. Nicarima gets it off, and it's going to be outside. Warriors here. Good defense. They still offload it. The Warriors, I think that's a knock-on there. I think it's a knock-on. It will be a knock-on. But New Zealand not doing too bad here to start the second half. Jake Weller says, I think you can pretty much count the Warriors out of the top 8 race. They just crumble under pressure too much. You can and you can't, because you got to remember that with this, if they were to lose this game, they would still only be out of the top 8 by 6 points actually. They would 4 points. It'd be 18 points. So 16, it'd be 4 points still. The Warriors are only out by 2 wins. You can start to wind them out, but in the same sense, the Tigers are technically only out of the 8 by 2 wins too, mate. So, how shockingly shithouse that team is, and yet they're only 2 wins out of the 8 right now. So just remember, a couple of good games, a couple of good run of form. I can tell you right now, they could still sneak it. But I'm pretty happy to say that there's a lot of other teams that are in a better position than them, obviously. So 3rd tackle here for the Sharkies, they're 40 metres out. You would need to rely on the teams like the Titans and the Knights and the Sharks and the Cowboys. Well, I wouldn't put the Cowboys and the Raiders and stuff like that, literally losing 5 of their 7 games to go on, all of them. So yes, you'd probably put the line to the Warriors, but there's still technically a chance. So 5th tackle here for the Sharkies, and up it goes, but there is still technically a chance for the Broncos to make the 8. So, go figure. Do the math. McDaffie says, will the Dogs make the 8? If the Dogs make the 8, I'll make you a moderator. How about that one? And it's going to be Warriors here, 25 minutes out from their own line. Jaden says, do they give the bye points to other teams after this match? Yes. So the bye points haven't actually been put onto the NRL ladder until after the round is over, yeah. Nick Graham here, right-hand side, or the Warriors are away here. Warriors are away here. Cuts back on the inside. He should have kept going there. Pass the ball, my God. Pass the ball. So that's going to be a penalty. Yep, penalty to the Warriors. Penalty to the Warriors there. Happy Mode says the Warriors love their drinks. McDaffie says, deal. If the Dogs make the 8 in 2021, I will make you a moderator of the channel, McDaffie. Who cares what you think? No, who cares what you goddamn think? Says, I would be surprised if the Sharks lost this one somehow. I wouldn't be. I think it'd be a non-surprise for the Warriors, but I think it would be a relative surprise for the Sharks. He has dropped that ball. Wow. Nice Noah says, oh yeah, didn't watch the fight. You missed out on a literal ankle break, and basically Poirier won the fight, but he won via a doctored stoppage. He keeps that in. I would challenge that. I don't know. Is that a knock-on? Asamina, Poirier didn't win in round 1. It wasn't a Poirier round 1 victory. It was a doctor's stoppage, and it was also Conor McGregor broke his ankle off his own misstep, basically. He swung, he missed, and then unfortunately, as he goes to lean back on his foot, he crunched it and literally snapped his ankle in half. So let's not go on as if Poirier won in round 1, mate. So 33.5 minutes to go here the game, and the Sharks have the ball here 35 minutes out from their own line. Ari Rashid says, the commentator being like, come on, Mr. Referee, get on with it. Fair enough, to be honest with you, man. Second tackle of the Sharkies. 33 minutes to go here. Right-hand side, Sean Johnson to Tolman. Tolman here, and that's a forward pass, arguably, inside the second half here. Claire Grace Single says, that sounds painful. It is painful. You should have seen it. Go and have a look at what happened with the McGregor fight after this, and you'll see that ankle was snapped in half, literally snapped in half, because he went to stand back, and it's painful. But we won't talk too much about the UFC on this one. So 4 tackle here for the get around Ty, though, Johnny Tough. You're absolutely right. Ty Shuey Vasta with a big KO. That was unbelievable. That was the best fight of the night. So 5th tackle here for the Sharkies. They're 25 metres out here. Right-hand side, or left-hand side, they're going to go. Gets it off to Trindle. Trindle puts it up in the air. Pretty decent kick, actually, from Trindle. And, technically, that would have been tackle in air, but they're going to say it's fine. So it will be Warriors with the ball here, 5 metres out. And Watini Zalesniak, he goes from struggling at the Dogs to struggling at the Warriors too, to be honest with you. Jake Wellard says, I feel like McGregor took him to the ground. No, okay, so second tackle here. We'll stop talking about the UFC because we'll have plenty of boxing and UFC streams so we can talk more about that. Third tackle here. The more UFC and boxing streams, fans and subscribers that we get on this channel, the more I'll do them. So, preach the word. But right-hand side here for the Warriors, they're going to be 35 metres out here from their own line. 5th tackle. He's trying to get the ball away here, but he will get tackled down here. Maybe we'll get tackled down here. So 5th tackle, left-hand side they go. Gets it off to Reece Walsh. 40-20 attempt here. 40-20 attempt, but Sharks are going to have that one lined up perfectly. Lined up perfectly. Stormfan says, good acting, Braden Hamueli. It was good. It was a good bloody... It was a good fake punch. Good fake punch. It wasn't Hamlin Ueli with the acting. It was the player. I think it was Jack Williams who pretended to take the punch, which was fun. That was good. Claire Grace Inglis says, Warriors have taken the Sharks 7-6, Johnson and Townsend. Well, the Sharks took the Warriors 7-6 in Townsend and Johnson. You do realise that Townsend also used to play for the Warriors and that Sean Johnson obviously used to play for the Warriors. So the Sharks originally took those two from the Warriors and now the Warriors have taken them back. But Townsend obviously, I guess, has been dropped in this game. Left-hand side here, and that's going to be, I guess, a knock-on. I don't know. No, Sharks will get the ball here still. 5th tackle. Final simulation says Walsh is playing. Yeah, Walsh is playing. So 5th tackle leave the Sharks. They're 30 minutes out. Right-hand side they go. 31 minutes to go here. And up it goes from Trindle. Good kick, actually. Good kick. And good stuff there by Mulatalo. Mulatalo here. Still 5th tackle, though. Still 5th tackle here for the Sharks. And they're going to lose this. Ball goes backwards. Sean Johnson kicks it through. And it's actually going to be a good kick there. It's actually going to be a good kick. But two of us, Shek, will get that ball. And he'll bring it back to about 15 minutes out here from their own line. JD says, if you played footy, what position did you play? When I used to play, I was a front row back in the day. I'm not the size of a front row anymore. I'm still a big unit, but I'm not the size of a front row. I'd say I'm probably second row nowadays. But back when I was when I was growing up in my teenage years, I was a big bopper, so I was a front rower. But third tackle here for the Warriors. Guys, 10 minutes gone in the second half. 30 minutes to go of the game. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you are new around here. You go down there, hit that red button. We are one public subscriber away from 11K. I know we're there, but we're one public subscriber away, so hit that red button. And don't forget BKR clips as well. So Warriors with the ball here, 45 metres out here from their own line. Right-hand side they go. Nicarima puts it up in the air. Good little kick there from Nicarima. Very difficult take, actually. And Mulatalo will get it, but it'll have to slip over to grab it. The S is Heels vs Titans. Sharks vs Warriors. Oh, that's a 1-1 strip there for the Warriors. Wow. 1-1 strip there for the Warriors. Wow, that came out of nowhere there. 29 minutes 40 to go of the game, and the Warriors are going to have an attacking opportunity here to try and get back in the game. They're all offside here for the Sharks. They're all offside. He's not going to call it, though. Probably should have been a penalty. That's a high tackle. It's going to be a penalty here, and that could be a sin bin here. This could be a sin bin. We're going to see what happens here. Senpai says, I bet I could slap players in high school 40 days. You know what's funny is that you said could slap in high school 40 days. Wonder if you could say that now. Huh? I don't think so. Ooh. He just gave him a good slapping there, really. That's a sin bin. This is a sin bin here, lads. This should be a sin bin here, lads. Freezer says hi. Hello, Freezer. How we doing? Antonio says Townsend's got a shoulder injury. Well, there you go. But Townsend was also a major reason the Warriors lost last week. Sorry. He taking that field goal was potentially the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. Oh, whoa, wait, don't do that, buddy. What's his trainer doing? What's the trainer doing? What is the trainer doing there? What is the trainer doing there? He just started squirting the water in the face and the blood. The water was going up his nose and the blood was just going everywhere. What was he doing? What is he doing? It's not going to be a sin bin, but I'm sorry, but that's a sin bin. What was the trainer doing? That is absolutely a sin bin there. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. That's absolutely a sin bin. Storm says, no, not a sin bin. Like, that is absolutely a sin bin. Like, how are we meant to know what's a sin bin and what's not nowadays? How are we meant to know what's a sin bin and what's not nowadays? Like, that is horrific of a call. So, Matt Lodge here, 10 minutes out of the line. It's a penalty, but in the same sense, literally, that's a penalty here, the Warriors. I just don't get what's a sin bin nowadays. I don't get it. I don't get what's a sin bin for a high tackle or not high tackle anymore. I don't get it. So Warriors with the ball. Matt Lodge now. They're 5 minutes short. He gets the offload away. Right-hand side. They get it off to the big man, Leeson Armour. 28.5 minutes left here in the game. So first tackle now, 5 minutes short, and Wade Egan gets it off here. It's going to be Sullivan. Sullivan here. He looks underneath there for Tuivasa-Sheck and slips over, and Tuivasa-Sheck been slammed. Ooh. Much to the sin bin is decided by what underwear the ref is wearing. Well, fair enough, mate. What is Lodge doing? What are you doing, butter? Either run forward or pass the ball, buddy. It's not really rocket science in rugby league, mate. It's not really the rocket science, you know what I'm saying? You don't need the graduate of the university to understand the rugby league. Right-hand side here, Warriors here, try, time. Oh, no. Literally, I think he gets it. Or maybe the hand is underneath it, actually. Maybe the hand is underneath it. They're going to say no try here. Levi Hawkins says, how is that not a sin bin? That's what I mean about we always get the short end of the stick. Oh my God, yet again, it's all about the Warriors getting hard done by. There are a lot of teams that get hard done by, Warriors fans. You're not the only team. Like, come on. We get it. He's down there. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not going to listen to this about the Warriors. Like, the Titans get rorted multiple times. We got rorted in the 2016 finals. You know, you don't see me complain about it. Like, there's not just the Warriors who get the hard end, the short straw, man. Like, look, it's a sin bin, in my personal opinion, but, like, you can't be then coming in and saying, oh, the Warriors are getting unfairly hard done by here. Like, you're getting pumped by 14 regardless, man. But, like, that is a 50-50 call on the basis of we don't understand what the sin bin is nowadays. A couple of weeks ago, it would have been sin bin. Now it's not necessarily. But, like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to, oh, the Warriors were always getting the short straw. Like, a lot of teams get the short straw, bro. You know, the Titans, the Knights, the Tigers, you know, even the Raiders, obviously. You know, these teams don't have that same pull as a Storm or a Roosters or a Manly kind of stuff. And Manly have had their tough time over the years when they got obviously robbed in the 2013 grand final. So, you know. Forward tackle here for the Warriors. They're 15 metres out here. Left-hand side, the Cowboys got robbed for years. The Cowboys have been robbed way more than the Warriors fans, but Warriors fans don't like to look at that one. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 5 metres out here. And Wade Egan, left-hand side. Oh, it's fifth tackle. What are they doing? My goodness me. Levi Hawkins, contact with the head is the rule. 10 minutes in. No. No, it's not anymore. No. They changed it. It was too hectic. They reversed it. It's not enough now. Again, it's strange. It's not just contact with the head anymore. You're still thinking about Magic Round days. Oh, wow, Aaron Woods has been slammed there. It's not the same anymore, bro. So, second tackle here. But that's when I'm not arguing because it wasn't a sin bin. I'm arguing because I don't know what a sin bin is now. I don't get it. I don't know. So, third tackle here. And the Sharks are going to kick this on third tackle. 40-20 attempt here. But it's nowhere near the sideline, so it won't be. You know. Josh Cook says, hey, mate. Hello, Joshy. How we doing? Champone. So Warriors here with the ball, right-hand side, 20 metres out. Zambi's Magic Round days were amazing. Magic Round was dog shit in regards to sin bins, bro. That was terrible in regards to the sin bins. I have no idea what you're doing there much. Storm fans says NRL is moving to Queensland for a month. It is. I wish I could too. Third tackle here with the Warriors. They're 35 metres out here from their own line, but I'm blessed in my opportunity. I'm blessed in my situation, man. I shouldn't be complaining too much. I just want to see my friends and stuff like that. But Warriors here, that's a good pass, and that's going to be offload here, and BKRmy here, right-hand side, gets it off. That's a knock-on from the Sharks. That's a knock-on. It's 6 again. It will be a Warriors ball. Johnny Tuff says, now Warriors been getting ripped off for 10-plus years. Only ever got a fair game if they made top 8 because everyone would be watching the refs. Warriors fans, we're going to let you know something. The Cowboys were literally robbed in 3 consecutive finals. 3 consecutive final series. 7 tackle set against the Sharks, ring a bell. You know? Like, the Cowboys have been robbed multiple occasions, but the Cowboys fans aren't complaining about that. You know, Warriors fans, it's not a hard luck story against you guys in regards to the referees. It's a hard luck story that your team is the most inconsistent team in world sport ever. It's blatant. You know, it's obvious. I want to see the Warriors do well. But, like, you can't be giving me these hard luck stories if, like, you're the only team that consistently gets bad calls. You know, any team who's not in that top 4 teams with the big kind of TPA agreements that have massive sponsorships and shit, you're going to find those teams get robbed. But, like, come on, man. You can't be talking to me about the Warriors getting ripped off more than the Cowboys. Cowboys have been ripped off many more times. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I don't care about the Cowboys. But they've been ripped off a lot more times than the Warriors have. But you don't see Cowboys fans complaining every single week. So, third tackle here for the Warriors. It's 22 metres out here from the line. 22 metres out here from the line. Third tackle, right-hand side here. Sorry, I'm just giving you a bit of realism, man. Just giving you a bit of realism. It's like it's all well and good. I understand it. But, knock on here. No, Warriors will still have this ball 10 metres out. It's a bit realistic, man. You know, Warriors, I like you as a team. I want you to do well. But, like, you're not the only team who suffers week in, week out. So, Warriors now, then they knock it on. Wow, a lot of potential knock-ons this game. They finally knock it on just then. That's the case. I just have a feeling Warriors win this, and I'm a Broncos fan. No, I don't think the Warriors win, but I think they'll still score it. They've had opportunities in the second half so far. They've had opportunities in the second half, and they just haven't been able to do it. Zenpai says, wait a month. Damn, Brisbane gets 2 more home games. They'd probably get 4 home games now. They'd probably get 4 home games because Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, and Gold Coast will be used as three stadiums, obviously. So Sharks with the ball. It's going to be third tackle for the Sharkies, 25 minutes out. Here we go. I'm not insulting the Warriors there. I'm just saying, like, you got to have a bit of realism in the fact that you're not the only team that gets ripped off, man. Antonio Raphael also think it's a good idea to give Haas a 10-year deal. I spoke about this pretty in-depth on Friday night's Rabbitohs versus Cowboys game. I will be posting a video about it on BKR Clips, bro. So you obviously have to be subscribed to BKR Clips because that's where our stream clips go. But yeah, that'll be probably coming out tomorrow or on Tuesday. But yeah, it's interesting. Put it that way. Reece Walsh is away here. Reece Walsh is away. Reece Walsh is away here. Reece Walsh is away. He's still going here. Reece Walsh. He's still going. Good tackle by William Kennedy to stop him there. 45 minutes out. Basically, Antonio, I think it's shorter, but you'll see more in depth in that video. But in short, I think Haas should go for 5, and I think the Broncos are right in going for 10. But I think Haas should back himself in more and go for the 5. Sam Warren says New South Wales teams move to Queensland. Yeah. So third tackle here with the Warriors. Left-hand side, they're going to go. They get off to the big man, Adam Fanua-Blake. And Fanua-Blake will get to the 30. And then it's going to be tackled here by Wade Egan. It goes backwards, though. It's gone backwards. It's fine. It's gone backwards. And Nick Rim will drop that ball, too. And that's going to be a set restart here for the Warriors. Well, now it's going to be clear to knock on it. You challenge this for you, the Warriors. You challenge it. You have to challenge this. You'd have to challenge this one to be completely fair. 2 likes away from 70, guys. 2 likes away from 70. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. There is 23 minutes to go here with the game, and the Warriors will challenge this call. Destin Q says, I actually think O'Sullivan has the brains to be a great half, but for some reason he's missing something. I think it's that's knocked back. That's fine. That's gone fine. I'm fine with that one going backwards there for the Warriors. And I think that's a knock on here from the Sharks, if I'm honest. Is it Rudolph or Lodge who touches this ball here? And it's going to be... It's going backwards. It goes backwards here from the Warriors. It goes backwards here. But then again, it could be inconclusive. The Warriors might keep their challenge. But it might be sustained. Toby Rudolph back... Well, that's a stupid decision. So that's wrong. That's just simply wrong by the bunker there. They said, okay, so I agree with the challenge being successful, but the way he worded that was just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So he said that Toby Rudolph touches the ball and it goes backwards off Toby Rudolph. But the ball goes towards the Warriors' try line. So how on earth has that gone backwards from Toby Rudolph when it's gone about 2 meters towards the Warriors' try line? So I think you meant to say Matt Lodge touches it backwards. Not to Rudolph. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not really that hard, man. Like, it's not really that hard, my dude. Come on. TSM says, do you like Ben Cummins? He's a referee. I don't like any referees. Finite Simulation says, do you think the Sharks will win? They're up by 14 points right now. If they don't win, then they're in a bit of a situation, mate. If they don't win, they're in a situation. Alex Smith, I'm going to have to time you out, dude. Please don't spam, brother. If I don't see your message, I do my best to read as many messages as I can. Not many YouTubers do read out comment sections, so I do my best, brother. But yeah, please don't spam, otherwise you will get timed out for 5 minutes. So Destin Q says, I think if O'Sullivan was as athletic as someone like a Luai or Teddy, he could be really good. I think he's a decent filling player, is what I'd say. I think he's a filling player. But I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's necessarily great. I think he's a decent filling player that gets the job done when he needs to come in to back up one of your starting halves. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 15 meters out here. Right hand side they go. Chance here. Two of us a check. Game on. and it's 20-12. 20-10 with the kick to come, but they're right in front. So Tuivasa-Sheck gets a great ball there, and it is a right time for the Warriors there. And 10-point game. Well, 8-point game, really. 8-point game, really. Johnny Tuff says, Warriors do suck. All teams get bad calls. Only the Warriors have bad calls consistently for years. Wrong. I literally gave you Cowboys who had 3 years in a row. They were taken out of the finals by incorrect calls and biased incorrect decisions. You know, I will debate the 2014 Sharks game. Was it 13? Where the Sharks played the Cowboys and the 7-tackle set, because that was in the first 10 minutes of the game. Realistically, Cowboys fans hold on to that as if like they lost the game because of that, because the Sharks scored a try off that 7-tackle set. However, and this was before the 7-tackle set was a thing, by the way, guys. This was before that was the whole 7-tackle set. But I disagree with that one being the reason they got knocked out, but it's still a very massive, impactful call that they lost in extra time because the Sharks were able to have that try, which put them into extra time against. But overall, man, the Cowboys have been consistently ripped off more than the Warriors, and that is a fact because they have literally been knocked out of the Warriors haven't even had the chance to get into the finals because they're simply not good enough. You know, if I think a referee's playing badly or performing badly, I'll tell you. You know, if I think the Warriors are getting ripped off, I will tell you. But I can tell you right now, as a non-biased supporter of both these clubs that I'm talking about, the Cowboys have been consistently ripped off way more than the Warriors have, and at a bigger stage as well. At a bigger stage. You know, the Warriors, they lost that grand final fair and square. Besides that, the Warriors have just been too inconsistent for their own good. You know, it's all well and good to blame the referee and blah, 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 blah. But, like, everyone gets it, so you just kind of have to roll with the punches. And the Cowboys fans, they got knocked out 3 times in a row in the finals by incorrect decisions, and they're not complaining. You know, so I think it's only because the Warriors haven't won that grand final they're complaining. If they win the grand final, I guess that maybe they complain. But then again, they win the grand final and the Warriors fans will say as if like they've won the, they've won the, what's it called? What was I saying? Sorry? Gee whiz. The Warriors fans would then say it was because of the refereeing and they did it against the refereeing. That's what it is. Josh Cook says, what's the prediction for Origin 3? Talk about that one on Wednesday night, mate. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 30 minutes out here from their own line. Buckley, man, literally, it's really... This is on Channel 9, my guy. I'm going to time you out. This is on Channel 9, my dude. Like, people come here because of the reaction, not because of the game. So, the 4th tackle here for the Warriors, right-hand side, and here they come. They're now 15 minutes out here from the line. Joella says, hi. Hello, Joella. How you doing? Danny Bates says, talking if standing players, who remembers the Sharks player, Pierce, the prop? He was very good. I thought he did well when he called upon. Who's Pierce? Like I was saying, what was his first name? Sharks will get the ball here, 25 minutes out here from their own line. Dale Leeson says, take the ref out of the game and not be in a situation where a bad call will cost the game by playing better. Absolutely. In the same sense, like the referee really impacted that game yesterday, but in the same sense, I understand what you're saying and agree with what you're saying to an extent. So Sharks with the ball here, 35 minutes out from their own lines, 20-12 with the score here with 20 minutes to go of the game. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Faraz Alam says, wooden spoons for 2021, Brisbane or Canterbury, the Bulldogs. So there'll be a penalty here to the Sharkies. Penalty to the Sharkies. Rob Wallace says, Cowboys, Manly and Titans and plenty more got robbed. There are many teams. And that's what he's saying. He understands. He understands that other teams get robbed, but he's just trying to say that Johnny Tuff is trying to say that the Warriors are the most consistently refed against team, which I disagree with. I personally believe it's the Cowboys. Maybe not nowadays, but it was. It definitely was. You know, you can't... you know, you just can't. But I understand New Zealand Warriors fans, they do want a reason to say, like, that's why they're this bad. And I don't even think the Warriors are this bad. They're actually better historically than a lot of other teams. At least they've made the grand final, but they haven't won that elusive grand final just yet. But in the same sense, like, yes, let's relax on them being the worst referee team, because I disagree. Third tackle, but it's all down to opinion, man. It's all down to opinion. Heather says, lovely streams, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Heather. So third tackle here, right-hand side of the Sharkies. Hamlin Ueli taken down here. Oh, sorry, Talakai. Talakai, 5 minutes out from the line. Destin Q says, premiership winners for 2022, Brisbane or Canterbury. What? Left-hand side here, fourth tackle. Sharks kick it through. Good kick, actually. Try time. Oh, no. No, it doesn't win the race. So it will be a drop out here from the Warriors to the Sharkies. Chris Howard says, I don't care about the Warriors being in the grand final right now, but I want to see them as at least get in the top 8 and deserve that place. Well, I wouldn't say by any means they deserve a top 8 place right now. And it's just like me with the Titans. I don't care about making the grand final. We ain't making the grand final. But I want to make the top 8, absolutely, yeah. Not because I think we've got any chance to win the grand final, but because it obviously means that we were able to find the postseason. And we won enough games to get into the postseason. That's all. You know, I just want that little bit of extended because I've seen all these other teams. It is still a happy moment when you make it, even though you don't do shit with it. You know what I'm saying? So although it's a glorified extra game in a season, it's just kind of the meaning behind it, I guess. It means you're on the right track, is what I'd say. It means you're on the right track. Third tackle of the Sharkies, they're 20 minutes out. But I don't see the Warriors making the 8 this year, my guy. I had them in the bottom 4 pre-season and people called me crazy. I had them in the bottom 4 pre-season and people called me a nutso. Fifth tackle here with the Warriors. They're 5 minutes out in the line. Everyone was like, oh, Warriors, they're like 6th place. They're like actually 7th place. They've got a good chance of making the finals. And I'm like, okay. And there'll be a dropout here. Dropout. Dale Leeson says, don't think the Warriors ever had the wooden spoon. I don't believe so. I think they're the only team who hasn't besides, them, Manly. I think Warriors and Manly are the only teams that haven't had the wooden spoon. But in the same sense, just because they haven't had the wooden spoon doesn't mean their fans aren't long and suffering. Trust me when I say that. You can see it in the chat right now. Johnny Boy says you have to work for a top 8 spot, not just earn it. Well, by earning it, you would have worked for it. So I guess you're right. But in the same sense, if you earn it, then you've worked for it. So it's kind of you've kind of just answered your own kind of thing there. Berries and Can Tigers win? Tigers are shithouse. They're third last, mate. What do you mean can Tigers win? Can Tigers win what? What are you asking? So 17 minutes to go here. They also got the bye this week. So it was a tough game. The Tigers will get the 2 points from it, but it was a very tough game for the Tigers against the bye. So it's second tackle here for the Sharkies. They're 15 minutes out. Right-hand side they go. Set restart for Shawnee Johnson, who gets it to the left-hand side of Aaron Woods. And Woods here, 10 minutes out. If the Sharks score a try here, it's game over. If the Sharks score a try here, it is game over. First tackle here for the Sharks. Right-hand side, Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson underneath. And William Kennedy slammed down there by Marcelo Montoya. And knock on. Yep, knock on. That's a knock on there. That is a knock on. Desmond Q says Tom Payton got hell of overrated when he got the Warriors a few wins last year. I thought the Warriors last year were a better team than they are this year. I thought they were a better team than they are this year. So you can argue Payton, or you can just argue that, yeah, they had a good kind of run last year and just unfortunately weren't able to get it over the line. Daley says, oh, trust me, I know I'm a Warriors fan. Yeah, exactly right. I wasn't saying that you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying, like, just because the Warriors haven't got the win spin, at least that's a positive, but in the same sense, they may as well have with the way the fans feel, I guess. Zach Miller says, Warriors need to go insane and score. Yeah, they need to score 2 tries to win, and it's not out of it, but in the same sense, like, it's a relatively close game right now. It's a relatively. Johnny Boy says 7 errors for both sides. What the hell? Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's been raining in Sydney. I don't think it's raining right now. It doesn't look like it's raining, but yeah, it's been a bit wet weather kind of conditions there. Alex Smith says, well, I'm sad because the Gold Coast Titans are ranking down, so other NRL teams are ranking down. What? The Titans are having a relatively decent season. You know, we're only 2 points out of the 8 right now. What are you talking about? So, 15 minutes to go to the game. We're 2 points out of the 8. Like, you know, what do you mean ranking down? If we're 2 points out of the 8, I'm not complaining about this season, and especially considering we're in 10th place. We're in 10th place, but we're 2 points out of the 8, where the Sharks are, and the Knights play the Storm next week, and I think it's on Sunday, so most of the Storm players will probably still play. But right-hand side here for the Warriors, and they're going to get taken down here at the halfway point. Charles says you're going to watch Origin on Wednesday. Mate, buddy, what you mean, Charles? You know I'm going to watch Origin on Wednesday. I'll go stream every single game, baby. Buddy, stream every single... Oh, that's a bad bounce there, but William Kennedy will grab it either way. He will get it there, and Kennedy will get taken down here at the 20-metre... Oh, no, taken down 15, 10 metres out now. Jeez, that was a good tackle there by the Warriors to bring him back to about the 10. Charles, buddy, gee whiz. Of course I'm streaming, buddy, Origin. How dare you think I'm not streaming the damn well Origin? But it's going to be a penalty here to the Sharks, and Fidnor Blake's not been great. Johnny Boy says, streaming the Wallabies. How dare you think I'm not streaming the goddamn Wallabies? Of course I'm streaming the Wallabies. You know what? We're only going to stream the Wallabies if we get one more subscriber. We're only going to stream the Wallabies game on Tuesday if we get one more subscriber. How about that? I know we're at 11k, but I want to see that tick over to 11,000 on stream. How about that? Kobe says, are you New South Wales or Queensland? I'm a Maroons fan, my guy. So unfortunately not a great series for us, but it is what it is. Boris Nichols says, Titans are 9th once bye points going Blaze. I don't think so. Because we would go above the Cowboys. The Knights will stay there. We go above the Raiders. The Knights will go to 9th and the Titans will go to 10th. Because the Knights have 2 extra points than us. Unless I'm reading this wrong. I don't know. I don't think so. But I'm pretty certain that we go to 10th, not 9th. I think the Knights going to 9th. All right, so Alex Smith in the ladder. I meant there's no on the ladder. I'm talking about the ladder. We're in 10th position right now and only 2 points out of the 8, and we've got a relatively decent for and against compared to all the other teams, so I'll take it. Alex Smith says no Gold Coast Giants are 12th place. No, they're not, my guy. But listen, Espanol, you're Francais, but you want me to speak in bloody Italian? Like, what do you want me to do here? I'm telling you, the Titans are in 10th, and because the buyer points haven't been accounted for yet. Do you need me to say it again? Or like mid tackle here with the Sharks. They're 5 minutes out of the line. Left hand side they go. Chance here for the Sharks. Sean Johnson kicks it through. Good kick. And they're going to have to grab it out here. Oh, he's slipped over and he's going to go over the side, over the dead ball line. Jeez, they can't get out here. They cannot get out of their own line right now. They just simply cannot get out of their own line. Jake Willis says Google doesn't have updated ladder. Exactly right. And NRL.com doesn't have an updated ladder either. Doesn't have the buy points have not been counted yet. Thank you very much, Kobe Tree Ross, for subscribing. Appreciate you. It's just the reason why it's not coming up on the screen and stuff is because you're not probably public subscriber, but I appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. So 20 to 12 here to the Sharkies with 13 minutes to go here. Johnny Boy, no, I won't be streaming the Euro final tomorrow. I'll be watching it, but I won't be streaming it because I just want to sit there and enjoy that one without having a stream. We'll be doing Premier League, though. We will be doing Premier League when the Premier League season returns in August, which is next month. Geez, not too long away. Muchy says 10 NRL teams relocated to Queensland to get the season going. Yeah, man. I know it's a big one. It's a big one. I wish I could relocate. Get the Roosters to give me a contract so I can come up there for 2 weeks. Well, I have to quarantine for 2 weeks, I guess. And that's going to be a knock-on. That is a knock-on from Toby Rudolph, and the Warriors will get the ball here. Charles says, did you catch Brazil's loss today? Yeah, saw Messi finally won a international trophy. Sport Reactions, Blaze Thoughts in the bubble now. I wish I was in the bubble. How about that? How about that, Sport Reactions? I wish I was in the bubble. Okay, so the Warriors will get the ball here, and they need to score pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? They need to score pretty quickly here. They need to score pretty quickly. Because if they don't, there we go. Thank you very much to Eli Bullivo for subscribing. That sounds like a Fijian last time to make. Get around Viti Tosso Viti. And we are at 11,000. There you go. Perfect. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for getting us to 11,000. Especially considering we only hit 10,000 at the beginning, or end of last month, sorry. At the, beginning of June, we hit 10K and now we're at 11K, so appreciate you. But second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 35 minutes out here from the line. Purple Haze says hopefully Queensland's will turn things around. Yeah, as long as we don't get swept on our own home turf, you know what I'm saying? Third tackle now for the Warriors. I find it so crazy that New South Wales fans are complaining about how all 3 games are in Queensland. Like, brother, you've won 2 games. You have a chance to sweep Queensland in their own home state and you're complaining and saying next year you have to have all 3 games in New South Wales. Like, wank on. Like, shit, man, you won both games already. Like, if you had lost both games, I understand the complaint. But you've won both games. Like, you shouldn't be complaining about nothing. You know? Daniel Bates is 12,000 soon. 12,000 in, I'll go a month and a half. Because we've got a couple of big streams actually coming up in the next, I'll go a month. I reckon we'll get another 1,000 this next month because we've got a couple of big streams coming up. Oh, wow, good pass there. And that's going to be a kick there from the Warriors. This is going to be a try. This is going to be a try here. They're going to say no try based off maybe an offside here and maybe a knock on, but I'm pretty certain this is a try. Unless it goes past. Shadow Ninja Ghost, the giveaway, you'll know how to enter and win tomorrow at 5 p.m. with the video. All you have to be is subscribed and you'll find out how you can win by watching the video tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the channel. So have your notification, your little ding-a-ling-a-ling notification bell on. They're all offside, so this is no try. They're all offside. They're all offside here. they're all offside, man. This is no try. This is... Yeah. They're all offside here, man. Barry says, can Tigers get top 8? Barry, the Tigers have about a 0.1% chance of making the top 8. The Tigers are a terrible, terrible, terrible team right now. And they're thankful that there is 2 worse teams than the Broncos and the Bulldogs. The Tigers shouldn't be thinking about the top 8. They should be thinking about not letting either team from below them catch them. They shouldn't be thinking no top 8. Charles Cowley, I streamed it. You want to know my reaction? I'll be putting a clip on tomorrow on BKR Clips, my second channel, the one in the pinned comment. So go and subscribe to BKR Clips. But yeah, I streamed it. We stream basically 24/7 over here, man. Zenbai says, ding-a-ling. Exactly right. You've got to hit that ding-a-ling-a-ling notification bell. Kobe says, what country are you from, my G? I am from Australia, but obviously I basically grew up in Fiji, and my daughter is Retumans. That's why I also get around Fiji. Viti. Dosso Viti, baby. So second tackle here for the Sharks. But yeah, I'm stuck in Sydney right now. I'm from the Gold Coast, but I'm stuck in Sydney. But I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed with the opportunities that I'm given. So third tackle here for the Sharkies. Like, I'm in a much better position than other people, so that's why I don't really complain a great deal. I do it as a bit of a joke and stuff like that, but I would like to go ideally up and see my friends up on the Gold Coast and go back home. I've been away from the Gold Coast for a few years now, to be completely honest with you. A few years. So fifth tackle now for the Sharks. There's 25 metres out. You know, we had Chicago and Fiji, obviously, and Sydney, and now I just want to go home to the Gold Coast, really. But fifth tackle here for the Sharkies. Up it goes into the corner here. But it doesn't look like I'll be going for another month or so. And the Warriors will get the ball here 5 minutes out from their own line. Jake Weller says, yeah, Tigers are more likely to end up last than top 8. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Gooseberg says, what do you think of the Conor Poirier fight? Where you streamed that? If you want to go and see my thoughts, you'll see it on the BK Clip channel tomorrow. Q says, Stags to score 8 against the Tigers next week. Well, let's relax. But the Titans will be in 10th. So I was right. The Titans go 10th. They're still 2 points out of the 8, but the Titans will be in 10th. The Knights would have gone into the top 8 if the Warriors won today. There's 9 minutes to go here, guys. How many likes are we on? We are on 79 likes. 1 like away from 80. Schmag it. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. But fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 45 minutes out here from their own line, and it's going to be left-hand side here. They're going to have to go quick. Oh, no, you don't want to be kicking that deep, brother. No, brother. You have to be testing the arm right now. You need to score twice in 9 minutes. Like, you don't want to be kicking that deep. You don't need to be kicking that deep, my dude. Charles says, how much time left? There is 8 minutes 44 to go here in this game. It's 20 to 12 to the Sharkies, and the Sharks will get the ball here 20 minutes out from their own line, but that was the wrong decision there from O'Sullivan. Zampai says, honestly, I've been hoping the Tigers made the 8 for years. Thank you very much to Ashio Houghton for subscribing. Hopefully I pronounced your name right there. But honestly, I've been hoping the Tigers make the 8 for years because I feel bad, but after this year, they deserve the spoon. They don't deserve the spoon this year, the Tigers. The Bulldogs deserve the spoon this year. I don't want the Bulldogs to get the spoon. I want the Broncos to get the spoon, but they're not going to get the spoon. The Bulldogs deserve the spoon. The Tigers don't deserve the spoon. The Tigers have got plenty of spoons in their years. Don't ever let a West Tigers fan tell you that they've won no spoons. Don't ever let a Tigers fan tell you they've won no spoons, because they're happy to take the history of Balmain and West, but they're not happy to take all their spoons. They've literally won like 20 spoons between them, those two. So don't ever let a Tigers fan tell you they've won no spoons. Merge a club, you bring along the baggage. Fourth tackle here for the Sharkies at the halfway line. Left-hand side they go. Tolman and Lodge is going to miss that tackle. Nice. Fifth tackle with the Sharkies. 40 minutes out. Sean Johnson puts it up in the air. Also, guys, if you like your rugby union, there'll be a rugby union podcast between myself and the Kiwi lads starting up this week. So get excited for that one on the channel. Connor Asher, thank you very much, my guy. Johnny Boy says Connor Watson could be signed with the Sharks, apparently. Why? What would be the use? You've got Toby Rudolph in the lock position. They've got Brayley in the 9 position. Where would Connor Watson be playing? The back row? I think they've got a decent back row. I'm not too sure why. Even Snoddy says accidentally unsubbed. I'll accidentally unsub you in a second. Third tackle here for the Warriors. Right-hand side. It's going to be Wateni Zalesniak, who brings that ball back to about 35 minutes out. Fourth tackle. No, I won't be streaming Italy versus England, Liliki Draco, but I will be doing the Premier League once it gets back in about a month's time. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. Fifth tackle. Oh, good offload there. Good offload there, but he's going to get taken down anyway. Fifth tackle. Anthony Babinaz, I'm saying Sharks 20 to 18. I don't know if the Warriors score again. I don't know, but then again, based on what I said at half-time, you know, I may as well back in. Why are the Warriors kicking it deep here? Oh, that's going to be a good kick, actually. It's going to be a good kick, but I don't understand why the Warriors are kicking it deep. They need to score. And they need to score now. They're down by 8 points with 7 minutes to go. Like, they need to get a move on. They need to score twice. Destin Q says, so happy Broncos got rid of Lodge. Would rather Rabadi. I don't rate Lodge as anywhere near as much as people talk about. You know, it's crazy. That's a knock-on. The Warriors have a chance here. That's a knock-on. The Warriors have a chance here, guys. The Warriors have a chance here. Wow, we were. Here come the Warriors. Chance here for the Warriors to hit their guts with 5 minutes to go. Are they going to check this? Are they challenging this? No. The Sharks have got a challenge, so they will challenge this. Captain's challenge. A captain's challenge you. So, Sharkies here coming off. Coming off their line, and that's fine. That's fine. I think that's just a loose carry. I don't think that's a strip. Nah, he's lost that ball cold. That's a knock-on cold. There's no intention to strip. So it will be Warriors ball here, but you may as well challenge that for the Sharks. You may as well. No, Johnny Boy says why we challenge, because you have to. 5 minutes to go, bro. 5 minutes to go, you may as well. It's 20 to 12. 6 minutes. There's only 6 minutes left, and there might not be another challengeable call, and, you know, you might get lucky. So it's the right call to challenge that. Buckley says Sharks will definitely make the top 8, though. SJ needs a real combo with halves. MM's not consistent. He needs to put himself together. I agree. I do believe the Sharks make the top 8. I think the Sharks and Titans make the 8. If it's not that, it's between, for me, the Sharks, Titans, and the Knights in regards to that top 8. Personally, the Dragons will completely fall apart. You watch; they'll get pumped by Manly. They'll get pumped by the Titans the week after because they'll have like literally 3 players playing. They'll be using their mascot in their team against Manly and against the Titans. The amount of players they've lost for those games is ridiculous. So first tackle here for the Warriors, and that's not even including Paul Vaughan. So Warriors here now, 5 minutes out. Warriors here, 5 minutes out. Their second tackle now. They need to score right now. But I still believe the Sharks make it, but it's not a guarantee. But I do still believe it. Oh, Reece Walsh, brother. What are you doing? Reece Walsh, brother. What are you doing? What are you doing, my guy? Shahid says you should show the live stream. No, mate. You know why? Because due to broadcasting restrictions, it's actually illegal for me to show you the live stream. That's why you're looking for an illegal stream right now, because you know that it's illegal. But that, my friends, is going to be, firstly, a timeout for you, but secondly, it's going to be a Sharks ball here because he threw the ball over the sideline. He threw the ball over the sideline there. What are they doing? I don't know what Reece Walsh was doing there. That was poor. That was very, very poor. That was very, very poor. Thank you very much to Darren R for subscribing. You're a legend, my guy. So 5 minutes left here. First tackle for the Sharkies. Don't forget, guys, we stream literally every single rugby league game. So if you love your rugby league, we'll be here on Wednesday night for the Origin. Obviously on Tuesday with the Wallabies vs France game. We've got some big streams this week, but we've also got some big videos coming out this week. On Wednesday, guys, I'm going to be going through a run home, the top 8 run home for the Sharks, Titans, Knights, Raiders, all the teams around that 8, to give you an understanding of who they're playing, kind of what they need to do to get into the 8 and stuff like that. So on Wednesday at 5 p.m, you will see that video drop here on this channel. So have your notification bell on, obviously. But the Sharkies here at the 20-metre line, they're going to give it to Woods, and Woods taken down 30 metres out, taken down 5th tackle. Jake Willett says, only one try in each half with the field possession they had. It's not good at all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Chad Ford says, nothing sounds more childish than whinge, whinge, whinge. It's the worst. Cherish good footy and stop whining, please, ladies. Come on, the Warriors. Bingo. Good on you, Jared. Oh, the kick is going to be brilliant here for the Sharkies. And, that's going to be... it's a knock-on for the Warriors. Oh, no. Things go from bad to worse. Oh, no. Mulatala's going to score too. Oh, Warriors. Oh, no. He's going to go outside. Oh, that's knocked backwards here. I don't know what's happening here. He's gone out. Okay, so it will be Warriors ball here. They're played on. That has to be advantage played. No. You have to play advantage there. That's advantage played. Thank you much, DLCF Game, for subbing. Appreciate you. The only reason it probably hasn't come up on the stream is because it's not a public subscription, but I appreciate you, dude. Only boys, the Sharks are sending me to an early grave. Why? They're winning 20-12 right now. Oh, this is probably just popped up right there. There you go. You did pop up. My good sir. Charles says Reece Walsh is in the wrong team. No, I think they're going to challenge this. Are they challenging this? They are challenging this, the Warriors. I think that I don't understand why they're able to challenge this though. But I don't know. Sorry, I don't understand why the Warriors are having to challenge it, because I think the Sharks play their advantage. You may as well challenge at this point, but I don't understand how it's not Warriors ball, because they clearly played the ball on there and played the advantage. There's no stream tomorrow, my guy. There will be a video though at 5 p.m. on how to win the NRL jersey, and also the new rugby podcast I've got coming out on Wednesday with a All Blacks fan, Wallabies me, Fiji me, All Blacks him. So it's good to have that Wallabies and All Blacks. So I'm coming out on Thursday, actually. Sorry, the top 8 run home will come out on Wednesday. But yeah, if you love your rubber union, we'll be doing a podcast there. Plus, obviously, we've got heaps of videos coming out. So tomorrow's a bit more of a BKRsport update, and also how to win the jersey. Ali Ahmed says Joseph Suwali's overrated. I think he is a little bit. I think he's good. I think he is, but in the same sense, he's still good. They're going to check to see if a Sharks player knocks on first. Jeez, this is going back a long time. So Sharks at the ball here, and he will kick it here. He gets a toe on the ball there, but what's the point? But what are we... I just don't understand. They clearly play the ball on here. Yep. So what are they... Okay, so what are we looking at still then? This review is taking age, Colin. You're going to have to do better than that, my guy. Because I know what you're actually trying to do there, but this review could take 5 minutes. Absolutely. Dalton says, all jerseys picked next few days. I can't wait. Watch us working next day. No. I'm letting you know on tomorrow's video. At 5 p.m. there's a video. I'm letting you know on tomorrow's video. Trust me, the jersey won't be picked until the week after, but I'm letting you know how to win on tomorrow's video. All you need to be subscribed, and you have to comment on a certain video. But just not this time. You'll know tomorrow. But don't worry, you have plenty of time to still win. There's still a week before it will get drawn live on stream. But challenge will be unsuccessful there. But so the Sharks will get the ball here. So we waited 10 minutes to find out what we knew about 10 minutes ago. Nice. Nice, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, that, my friends, is rugby league. It's rugby league. Golden Galaxy sub. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. DL says the holidays are gone very fast. Well, I'm not, a high schooler or in school, so I have no idea. Jake Wallace says, yeah, that's easily advantage played. Absolutely, that was advantage played. Absolutely, that was advantage played. Ridiculous. Warren Hughes says, hi. Hello, Warren. How we doing on this Sunday night? How we doing? DLCF Gaming says, apparently Nico Hines is going to the Sharks. He absolutely is, yes. He was contracted. He was contracted to the Sharkies from the Storm. I'm not too sure how it's going to work out, but, he won't be playing fullback next year. He'll be playing in the halves because William Kennedy has been pretty good for the Sharkies this year. So first tackle, he hasn't done a great deal in this game, but he's been pretty good for the Sharkies this year. Right-hand side here, the Warriors need to defend this one for their lives. Buckley says, thanks, buddy. Appreciate the broadcast. You have a great week ahead. Sharks for life. Good on you, man. Hope you enjoyed. So third tackle of the Sharkies. They're 10 metres out of the line. 3 minutes to go here of the game. The Sharkies, they need to hold them out. The Sharks score a try here. It's game over. If they don't score, the Warriors still have the ability to come back and try and make this game interesting. But there's only 3 minutes left, obviously. Fourth tackle here. 10 metres out. Left-hand side. Kennedy. Left-hand side. Try time Mulatalo. You would assume no forward pass. Forward pass. Wow. So 2 minutes 45 left here. Charles says, where does this place the Sharks on the table? They say in 8th. They say in 8th because the Dragons got the bye, so they will get the 2 points there. So the Warriors need to score off this set. The Warriors need to score right this set. Quest Fence is 8-point field goal. You may as well get Greg Inglis if you're thinking about more than a 1-point field goal. But if I'm the Warriors, if I get into position, I take the penalty, make it a 6-point game, and then obviously get a convert try. Ali Ahmed probably would have been streaming it anyway. It's not really the Origin that I really care. I probably would have gone to the Origin on the Gold Coast, to be honest with you. I would have. Reece Walsh here, left-hand side. They're going to spread it, and he's not had a good game here to Reece Walsh today. He's not had a good game here, Reece Walsh, in my personal opinion. Right-hand side here, first tackle. The Warriors had the ball. Sullivan, they need to do a lot more than this. They can't be just running the ball back through the halves at the 20-metre line. Now, second tackle here, they need to score off this set. There is no doubt about it. They have to score off this set to have any kind of chance. Matt Lodge, right-hand side, Nicarima here, and could have kicked that through there. They had to play on the right-hand side, get the offload away. Warriors here, 25. Oh, wow. Oh, that was arguably forward there from the Warriors. It's going to be play on here. It's going to be a set restart, but realistically, I thought that was knock on there from the Warriors because he threw that ball forward into a Sharks play, which would have been constituting a knock on, but okay. Yanni Maverick says hello. Hello, Yanni. How we doing? So left-hand side of the Warriors, it's 0 tackle. Walsh gets it out to the centre, and it's going to be 30 metres out, 25 metres out. Look at this run. Great run here. First tackle. Warriors need to score here, but I think the Sharks have been dudded with the call here. So Warriors here have time. Minute 38 left here. Matt Lodge, but they have to score off this set. Nicarima, he kicks it on first tackle over the top, and that's it. One of the worst things ever. Brother, you on first tackle. Mulatalo's laughing because Nicarima, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What are you doing? Nicarima? That's game over. Nicarima, are you shitting me? Oh, that's a penalty against Matt Lodge. Well done there. That's what you get, Warriors. That's Matt Lodge for you. So penalty there to the Sharkies, and that is officially game over there. That is officially game over, man. Thank you very much to Buckley for subscribing. So a minute left here. So, you guys, we're already on our way to 12K. Look at us go. We're flying, mate. Yanni Maverick says the Warriors have been shocking. Warriors have been shocking. They've had a lot of attacking ability, but I think that's karma anyway. I think the Sharks really should have got the ball there off a Warriors can't afford pass. The Sharks' next 5 games, Raiders away, Bulldogs away, Manly at home, Warriors away, and the Knights at home. So, that's not a difficult run. Should beat the Raiders, should beat the Dogs. Probably lose to Manly, but maybe not. Depends on how Dvojevic is. Warriors, it will be a difficult game in the Central Coast, and then it'll be on the goal. It'll be Gold Coast or Brisbane, I guess, and then they play the Knights, and that'll be a good game. That'll be a good game because both teams will be desperate for the top 8 there. That Sharks-Knights game will be great. So Aaron says, don't the Titans want Cody and Milford? No, Milford asked for too much money. The Titans said no, and Nicarima, I wouldn't mind Nicarima. I think he'd work well with Jamal Fogarty. I wouldn't. So 4 tackle now for the Sharkies. It's 10 seconds left here of this game, guys. This is just winding down here. Sharkies get a good win. They need this win too. I would nearly say the Warriors are done here, lads. So it is game over, and the Sharkies will win 20-12. Game over, man. Game over. The Sharkies take the win. They will stay in 8th position. 2 points behind the Dragons, because obviously the Dragons get the bye. Now, the changes that you're going to see in the coming hour or so when the ladder gets updated for the byes, the Raiders will drop down to about 12th. They will go down to 11th. The Cowboys will drop to 12th. The Raiders will drop from 9th to 11th. The Titans will go up into 10th, and the Knights will go up into 9th, because obviously the 2 byes there for the Titans will jump them above. Knights will go into 16 points as well, alongside the Sharkies. However, their for and against is massively different to the Sharkies. The Titans will jump into 10th. They'll go above the Raiders because their for and against is definitely better as well. So, yeah, that's the kind of the changes that you're going to be seeing here, but very interesting, very interesting. But if you guys want to know the run home for all the different teams and how each team is going to go towards the end of the season, I do have that run home, NRL Top 8 run home coming out on Wednesday. So have your notification bell clicked on so you're one of the first to see it. If you want to know how to win this brand new NRL jersey of your team, you need to be checking out that video tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Rugby podcast coming out very soon. Don't forget, if you missed a stream and you want to know the most important parts, check out BKR clips, the pinned comment in the chat. That's where we'll be. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now. I appreciate you. Charles Kelly says, can you make a what Arizona? Good on you, Arizona. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. And Sharky got a nice little cheeky win here, so I hope you enjoyed that. But guys, I'm going to jump off here for now. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for a video, and I'll see you on Tuesday night for a stream with the Wallabies. Oh, actually, I'll be streaming on Tuesday as well for the Major League Baseball home run derby, which should be good. And then that Wallabies stream on Tuesday night as well. But alrighty, guys, 2 likes away from 100. Smack it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.